Hello again, long time no see. Oh, just as I feel an interesting one. So, I was on earlier. I've watched about half of that. Yeah. So anyway, I've still got the music channel on and it's on mute. So we'll just see if I get drawn to that. But I'll give it a minute and see if people arrive. But yeah, don't know how long I'm going to be. But like I said, the main reason why I come on at night is on the Tuesday is to do people's cards. So depending on how I'm feeling, I'll just crack on with doing people's cards because I've done that earlier. Or I'll channel some collective stuff if people are taking their sweet ass time, which so actually before I do that, I'll put the thing up. Those cards because I've done. There's me. Oh, wait a minute, I need to edit that again. What did I take out before? Right. So what I've pinned there is I've pinned the donation link. So like I said, I'm always guided to put that up there now because I give so much for free all the time. It's good for me to just have that there for if people feel inclined to give back, you can, but it's not a necessity tonight. Like tonight is about, you can come and get a message for free. So just get them. But I'm just saying that I just put that there all the time. And obviously the top link is for if somebody wants to book the 30-minute Zoom with me. So, and then you can go and read the details of that in the community tab bit. Okay, are we clear? Right, so I kind of, just before I wait on people coming, so I just pulled these two cards. So I really do feel just somebody out there needs this message. It's always going to be more than one person though. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. So again, it just feels like a similar message coming through, doesn't it? But yeah, there's just clearly a whole wave of twins in this place. I would say more so divine masculines in this place, regardless of your gender, but it could be some divine feminines making bold moves with other things and they're like, I don't know, it could be something for someone, but it's like, if you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? It is this kind of thing of, I'm not going to say it's never never, but that is what I heard, but it's kind of like, it's just, yeah, it's what I channeled earlier. It was interesting when I was watching that back. It is to do with the timeline shifts and the splitting of the earth and it's just that it's increasingly when you're going through a spiritual awakening, or even when you've went through your big spiritual awakening, you're just waking up further, you're going to find it more and more and more difficult if you are surrounded by people that don't understand what is going on. It would be very frustrating. And obviously that happens to me in my own life, where I have to be in places where I just have to keep my mouth shut because people don't get it. But I'll only do that as far as I feel comfortable to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's but anyway, returning to each other, compassion, humanity, and it's got Mother Rose on it. So again, it's the returning to each other bit that I'm being drawn to here. It's like, if you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? So there's basically, this is about the twin flame unions. There's a returning of a physical union because both people have balanced their energy enough within themselves to return. And it's interesting because I can feel that. I can feel the energy of divine masculines being like, but I haven't done enough, I haven't done as much as my feminine, all this kind of stuff. And that's not really how it works with that. It's not that you have to have done exactly the same amount of work or heal it, because if you think about, again, different types of scenarios that you're in, that would be impossible to kind of generalize. But it's more than likely going to be that somebody's devoted their life's work and their calling to healing, and a lot of the time the other person hasn't. Well, they just haven't full stop, or they haven't done as much. So again, it's not a fucking competition, basically, is what I'm here to say. Because some people can kind of, I don't know, speak a different tune that makes it seem very different. You know what I mean? And kind of get, it's like you're on different sides of the team. You are the same team. So basically, this is for the ones that get what I'm saying. It's like it's a team effort, and it's about the effort. It's about when your twin wakes up and they want to be happier for themselves, for their own life, and start to love themselves and better themselves. And wherever it is they felt stuck or procrastinating or settling for less, and whatever area of life, usually love, but it could be love, friendships, treated not very nice by anyone around them, whether it's work, family, you know what I mean, a wee combination of all of this. Just basically realizing that you deserve more, that you are worthy of love, of anything that you want in your life. My throat chakra just went funny there. So again, that tells me it's like people, actually, I really do feel this actually ties into what one of you said earlier in the live earlier, was like, when Nathan said, thanks for saying that I'm worthy, because I can't remember exactly what you said there, but that nobody had really ever said that to you. And again, that's really sad, isn't it? But that is the case. A lot of people have been in that place where you've never actually had anybody tell you that you can do it and believe in yourself and you're worthy and what you want wants you, kind of thing, or who you want wants you, all this kind of stuff. So and I'm aware that I am that person for a lot of people. But yeah, whatever this is about, it's about both remembering that compassion for yourself and remembering that compassion for your twin. And if you are in a position where you feel that the energies are aligning, because that's what Libra season is about right now, and the Libra new moon eclipse on the 14th is going to be a big, big time of change. Like I said, it's a balancing of the energies. It's just something to be aware of, whatever all that means to someone. And so I was guided to this card right before I came on here, right? And it's interesting because I've had this card from friends in the past, and I've also bought myself this card before once when I was in Asda, because I just love it. And so it has a lot of meaning to me whenever I see this. It means, it just basically, this particular card means a lot to me. And like I said, I think I've got like 3 different ones of the same thing. But basically, my eyes just got drawn to it, and I felt it was about like twin flames talking to one another, because it says good friends are like stars. You don't always need to see them, but they're always there. So it was something about, I felt an energy around me basically saying, like, I know I haven't literally been around, but I have been looking out for you. Basically, it was just that. It was like someone's higher self saying, I've not literally been physically in your life, but I have been looking out for you. So it's quite interesting, because sometimes when I look at that, it reminds me of like, well, because it's got a wee girl on it too. It could be like a wee girl in the spirit world, or it could be about birthdays. She's holding birthday balloons because it was a birthday. Well, it doesn't need to be a birthday card, but that's happening again. And so again, when it's like, I feel what I just said there would be really hard for somebody to say. So like I said, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but it is going to, whoever it's meant to. But yeah, so look, I didn't hold up very long there, but it was just quite a strong message coming through when, like I said, I usually kind of tie that in with someone giving a message from the spirit world, but it wasn't that. It was very clearly, I've been looking out for you, even though I haven't physically been in your life. So you can take that loads of different ways. It could be the physical person's been looking out for you in your physical, literal life in some kind of way, keeping an eye on you, making sure you're safe, or making sure you're all right, or just keeping an eye on you while they're going through their own stuff. I kind of more felt it was that, to be honest. Or for other people, it could mean I'm always keeping an eye on you energetically. I'm just always with you. My energy is always with you. Like my higher self is always with you. Please, I feel that card that always comes up. Please wait a little longer. It's like, please wait a little longer for me to catch up to my higher self. And like some have caught up to their higher self and they make out they haven't. but some literally haven't yet. So some of you, I might add, because it'll be some of you that I'm talking to. Right, so come on, hurry up, people. If you want a message, you need to come and talk, because I don't, again, famous last words, but I don't think tonight I want to sit for hours and hours and hours, because I've done it earlier. It's already 10 to 7. I'm not going to say a time, but we'll just see. So I'm putting out the message. If you want to come and get a message, come and ask for one now. Yeah. I'll shuffle one of these. Right. What do we need to know for, let's do one for the Divine Feminine Collectives and one for the Divine Masculine. And hopefully by the time I read the two of these, there'll be at least a couple of folk here. So what have we got for the Divine Feminine Collective that need to hear, that most need to hear something right now? So it might not be everyone, but there's always something that we can take from it, because there's always like nice messages that come through, because I'm just going to read this one from the book. And I think I might use these cards for people's messages, actually. So take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. I've pulled that for Divine Feminines before, but it's, yeah. Oh, how funny is that? So it's number 33, which I associate with Divine Masculine, but this is Divine Feminine's card. So there is that thing about, when I say Divine Feminine, this is Divine Masculine's feminine side as well, like being more compassionate to yourself and your twin flame and just everyone, just basically being more in touch with your feelings, where you may not have been before, you may have pushed them down, and definitely when it comes to your twin flame, because that's part of the journey. But also, it's funny, that's probably why they made me watch a bit of that. When I was watching what I did earlier, I literally started saying at exactly 33 minutes in something about Divine Masculine, which of course I can't fucking remember what it was now. I can't even remember. I think it was something to do with what I keep channeling about the ones that are feeling this strong push to do something, and you're feeling an urgency. Like, I would really trust it, and you're going to know if that's you. Like, you, only the person that I'm talking to, all the people that this resonates with, is going to know if that resonates them or not. So if that doesn't feel like it's you, you know that you're not in a place to be taking action towards anyone or anything, then you can disregard this bit. But this is really going to speak to some people, because now they're pulling me up to the future is in your hands. And it just feels like very connected to what I've titled the last one about, you know, we can really, really strongly feel the split earth right now, the split in consciousness. You know, the people that are stuck in Stockholm syndrome, brainwashed, whatever way you want to call it, they just don't get it. Or they're choosing to turn a blind eye and ignoring the niggle of the things that don't feel right. And then you've got people that are waking up, and they're and that's what I mean by it. It's like you can either choose to stay in ignorant bliss. For some people, I don't know if it's bliss though, but you know, you stay asleep and you just go along and you're like, right, well, everybody else is, even if they're kind of quietly thinking something isn't right here, they're keeping their mouth shut, so I'll just keep my mouth shut and I'll just go along with everyone else. Or you can just, you know, you open your third eye and you're opening your eyes to things that you really don't like going on around you. And like we were speaking about loads earlier, if you're spiritually awakening for the first time, like, and it's really, really intense, and you're just not resonating with the people that you did before, the relationships that you did before, the job that you did before, well, all this could be a different sorts of things for everything, then, you know, I would say that you're choosing to wake up in these unprecedented times, but you're choosing to wake up. You've chose to wake up, you know, and it's important that if you're getting everything pointing towards, if you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you do? That card, it's weird. I mean, I'm going to shuffle them again just so that you know, because when I pull it off camera, I always feel I want to just see what comes up when I'm on here too. What else do we need to know about that? Because I love when they back me up. They always back me up. But look at this. Don't dim to fit in. Are you dimming your light in order to fit in? That just so strongly fits with what I was channeling earlier, that it's like, and I just realized as well, right? So let me get this right. there's a dwarf planet called Eris, and it's connected with like being, it's something about like I get mixed up with her another one, but it's like she wasn't invited to the party or something like that. And I'm just laughing at when I was so anyway, that energy, right? That energy is like conjunct the North Node in Aries, right? So Aries is about fuck it, let us go. It's about warrior mode. It's taking action. It's being brave. And then the South Node, the past, is in Libra, which is about love, peace, and harmony, which is lovely, love, peace, and harmony. But if you go, it more feels like the South Node in Libra is you could stay stuck in the past of procrastinating, always weighing up, deciding what you're going to do and never making a decision. And you don't fucking ever want to be in that position when we're in karmic choice points like eclipses and stuff, because it's going to get ugly. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're being asked to be assertive, Aries, North Node and Aries, and make a decision, like to follow your heart and be brave. Like, I don't really ever believe that. Like, see, whether it's as a counselor, as a healer, when people say to me, I don't know what I want to do, I think people do know what they want to do. I just think it's like a case of not being brave enough to follow it through, and again, I know that might trigger some people, but it is the way it came through. It's like I can think about that myself too. It's like when you just really get quiet, you get still, and you tune into your heart and not your head. Most people, it's like all these sayings about love and all that. I mean, there's conflicting ones, isn't there? But there's one that's like, oh, there's loads, but it's going to be these ones about like, oh, I don't know. I know the ones, but I can't think. I'm just gonna blitz it. But it's basically it's time to make decisions about. It's time to make decisions. Yeah, it's just more. It's like if you are staying. I say this all the time, but if you're staying stuck in indecision about anything in your life, it doesn't need to be just about the twin flame journey and going towards your twin. By the way, it can be anything. It's you're staying stuck. And nobody wants to be in a stuck place. You have to honor the stuckness when you are feeling stuck, but it feels more like I'm talking to people that are kind of forever stuck, whatever that means. Right, what do we need to know what I'm saying here? The rose of Venus. And remember, Venus is divine feminine, alignment, flow, right relationship, harmony. And I feel that does fit with what I've said earlier, with what I'm saying now. So you might want to watch the one from earlier if you've got this one. It's like whoever this collective that I'm speaking to here, it's like about being ready for the right relationship. After being in, I don't want to say the wrong relationships, because that doesn't feel fair. It feels like that's a bit cheeky towards whatever relationships you have been in, if you've been in any, or any to, any worth writing home about kind of thing. But it's relationships that have shown you that that's not what you want. So I suppose it would be the wrong relationship. I'm just trying to be polite about it. But no, I can definitely think there would be people that would be like, I don't regret being in that relationship, but it wasn't a forever thing. It wasn't the right for me, but I did learn from it, even the painful ones. So what else do you need to know? Oh my God, wow. Powerful. A new earth is happening. Keep holding the vision. So again, some people are really going to get what I'm saying, and some people are going to be like, what the fuck is she on about? And that's when I just need to push that aside and give out the message. But this is what I'm talking about. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Collectively, the new earth, like the world, because that's what twin flames are about. We're here to raise the vibrate. We're here to be of a higher frequency and emit that divine love. And the divine feminines, you have to do that alone. Like, whilst you're not with your physical divine masculine, you hold the frequency of the new earth, you hold that energy, and you help lift everyone else up into this energy of unconditional love, because unconditional love is healing. But keeping people, whether that's keeping people, laughing amongst dark times, or keeping people company amongst dark times, or sitting in the darkness of people, because it isn't always appropriate to be having a joke and a laugh. Like say, whenever I'm channeling a Scorpio moon or a water moon, I'm usually not in the best of moods. Not always, but sometimes it's just like things are feeling pretty rough. Like, you know what I mean? But a lot of the time it is about making people laugh and healing and everything. But again, even when it's the darkness, I'm here to heal people in the darkness. But basically, this new earth, this is basically what I'm getting at about it feels like the divine masculines are tuning into questioning everything in your own life, but also really having a, and when I burp or hiccup, that's when I'm transmuting energy. So it's like really having feels like that card from out, like a spontaneous realization, awakening, or just a deeper understanding of your calling. It just feels like really huge energy. This, like, it's not just about the love. It's like, but they're how weird. Right now, my eyes are fixated on the word love. It's like a battery operated wire thing in my living room that says love. And that's just like right when I just said that. It's too bit. I can't really put this into words other than what it is I'm feeling. Is it's like I'm tuning into divine masculines that are like, it's almost like I'm hearing someone's mind chatter. Oh my god, that's really funny. The song, "The Only Way Is Up, Baby, for You and Me Now," and that obviously reminds me of Towie, because that's a program in the UK that has been on for like literally over 10 years. It must be like, it's not 15 years, but it's like something like 12. I can actually tell you because it's pretty much the length of my twin flame journey. But it's like, I think it probably is 13 years in. I think it's 13 years. But something like that. But anyway, the point is I'm more getting, because it's like the only way is up. It's like it can't get much worse now, and the only way is up. But also up is ascension, like ascending wherever it is you've been, ascending the mindset, the limiting beliefs, whatever you've settled for in the past in any area of your life. I guess we'll just see, but it's just something that's really strongly coming through right now about divine masculines knowing that they want to build in the new earth. Like, they don't want to stay. And when I don't make this is quite hard to describe sometimes. It's like, I'm just tapping in the energy of someone, a whole group of people that feel like this, that doesn't want to keep building a life around the same negativity that they've been accustomed to. It's like they want to be around soul family. You want to be around your twin flame where that applies. It's always going to, put it this way, it's going to apply to everyone eventually for twin flames. But what I mean is, there's some people that don't know. They know that they are a twin flame, but they don't know who their twin flame is. Right. What else about that? And if you're here, say hi. And if you'd like a free card, let me know in the chat, and I'll get to that once I finish this. Yeah, because now they're pulling me at the word joy. So it's like I'm being pulled to love, joy. Earlier it was have faith, trust. Yeah, wow. What does that say? Oh my God. Wow, and then there's that again. Just try. I need to get the right order that I'm being drawn to these. God, it's fucking all of them, Oh my God, and there's a card that's like what I just said. Right. God, I actually kind of don't want to stop. It's too many. It's too many, but it's all means something. So what order did that just come out? Right. So the first one I've just, when I said, oh God, was I've just been led to the bud. Potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. So considering I just pulled New Earth and then it's about to happen, that actually feels like it is answering a question that one of you asked earlier about. I think this is answering the question, actually, of, I can't remember exactly, the question was, can you tell us about the event or the shift or something? Well, new earth, it's happening, keep holding the vision, and now we've got it's about to happen. You can take that to mean whatever you want it to mean. I take it to mean it's a collective effort when we're all visualizing the highest outcome, living our best lives, following our joy, having faith, having trust, and basically not running away from the scary things in life, like from speaking your truth, expressing yourself, especially because Gemini Moon right now is about expressing your truth. It's about talking, it's about listening. And I feel there's a lot of hearts to hearts going on amongst the twin flames that are ready for it. But it's also about, it is also obviously about keep holding the vision, it's about to happen. That is about the unions that are literally about to happen. And even if that's like 2 weeks from now or 4 weeks from now, that's still, it's about to happen. If it's been like decades, a decade, years, months, you know what I mean? Whatever it is for you, it's just a real huge time of things happening because it needs to. Basically, it needs to for the planet. Like some twin flames will be allowed to have to get to one another to help with I'm just letting this, I mean, I always let it flow through, but it's like I'm listening as I'm saying it. It's like to help the state of this planet right now. You know what I mean? Like that is what the point of this is. It's like, so you have to keep, look what I'm doing at that. That's interesting too. It's like, you know, someone's throat feels restricted from speaking the truth. Yeah, you have to keep holding the vision for a new earth, for the world in general, because like I said, things are going to get dark too. But thank you, Connor. Appreciate you. And thank you. Yes, I will get that. I'll get you a card after this as well. But so it's about the world in general, but it is also about the unions. Like keep holding the vision of a new earth. It's about to happen. It's happening. Keep the faith. Right. I like that message. Right. Keep going, or it's about to happen. That's actually the message that came out on the shorts. So after I finished the live earlier, I said, I got something about, you know, the song, The Climb, and, you know, I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, na, 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 you know, something like that. Oh, are you a Gemini? But I said something like, but some people are already at that, you know what I mean? So it's like some of you feel like you're climbing the mountain and it's never ending, but some of you need to slow down. So you have got to where you want to be, but maybe you just need to do the next bit, or maybe you need to stop and celebrate how far you've come, depending on who you are on this journey. But there's something in that. So anyway, look, this is a lot of cards. Anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. That feels like what we're saying about I'm tapping into the divine masculines that are like, there's more, there's just a whole, it's like, it's just quite overwhelming actually. I don't know where to start next. It's like not knowing whether to focus on the love part of it or all the other stuff that is happening to you. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light, a lot of feelings coming to light, alignment, flow, right relationship, harmony. There's that card again, like basically getting clear signs about where would be the right, really, like where your heart is longing you to. Cosmic ancestors, seeing the light by staying grounded. That feels like the guides that are guiding a masculine towards where they need to be. Learning how to be human in the world, not of it. That's people that are spiritual awakening and they're not feeling part of this. Sounds like a little verbiage now, but yeah, not feeling part of the world that they once felt a part of. Because their light body is being activated, light body, crystal grid transmission, activation. And again, if you're new, if you never hear me say that, every single live stream I'm ever doing is an activation, it's a transmission. I just don't feel the need to be like, this is a transmission, this is an activation, you know what I mean? But it is, because I change people's energy just by talking to them. Clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So it's time for a fresh start after the rain. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over. And that's really hit me, because I'm sure I pulled on this again. I think it's like 2 weeks from now or something, because I've filmed them for the next couple of weeks. But I did pull a card that was like, the worst is behind you now. And I'm getting drawn to, when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, looks for stars. But it's like it's over. So it's like the worst of it is over for someone. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Again, the stars, the stars, the stars. Someone's feeling a huge connection to the stars right now, whether it is actually astrology or just awakening to I think it is actually someone awakening to how a real astrology is actually specifically is what I'm getting here, but also feeling a connection to the stars, a longing for home. Healing is happening, you're not broken, trust the process, it's safe to soften. Again, I just get that. It's about all the stuff that happens with spiritual awakening. Right, so Connor, tell me, are you in a hurry? Because I was going to read the Divine Feminine card and the Divine Masculine, just like one of these each. They're not like massively long, but again, you know me, it depends how long I've got to fucking talk about each of them. So basically, do you want me to just, we can remember that this is number 33, and will I just pull your card now? Everybody be patient while we wait for the slow as fuck messages to come in. And by the way, if you're lurking on here, you want a card, you better put it now, because I'll be seeing it half an hour later. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much of a delay it is, but it seems like it's forever. I'll tell you what, I'll just fucking read the Divine Feminine card while I wait to see what Connor, that is you, isn't it? That'd be funny if I'm saying that. It's not even you. Because there's two, I can't even remember if it's like the same screen name that I say that is the same person, or if it's two different people or whatever. Right, okay, so 33. So so divine feminines or divine masculines, feminine side, take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. You don't have to live epically and tackle everything on your bucket list to create a meaningful life. A good life is one that is aligned with your values and integrity. What do you stand for? What matters most to you? What do you feel the most alive and when do you feel the most alive and enjoy it? Sorry, I just realized I didn't finish what I was saying about that. So Eris conjunct the North Node. It is bringing up feelings of like, I felt that was very in line with what I was talking about earlier, when it's like, but actually it felt like what I was saying was quite empowering, that it's like, you know, okay, I'll keep going then. Like, so maybe it's like you're not invited to take part in something, but you wouldn't fucking want to be taking part in it anyway, because it's like you don't want to be associated with what people are doing, you know, because you don't agree with it, because it doesn't stand with your values. So I suppose it's just the way that if you think about if you watch what I said earlier, that does fit with that kind of energy. It depends which way you look at it. Like, are you really sad about not being a part of a group that you wouldn't really want to be associated with, because it's like it's not particularly. So whether we're talking about like that, it feels like this could be talking about different things. This could be talking about worldly things. Like, I don't care that I'm not part of the majority, because although that is swinging, that's what I think is, I don't know about swinging, but it's kind of like, anyway, I know they're trying to say to me, but it's kind of like, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know about you, but I would always rather be on the side of truth and integrity and doing the right thing than siding with any kind of group, whether it's on a micro level or a macro level, as in people around you in your personal life or the world. I would always rather be standing in truth and integrity than just staying with groups of people or a collective of people, because nobody else is speaking up, and even though everybody else is thinking the same thing, or they're not and they're brainwashed, I'll just sort of I never want to do that. And it's important to sort of, there is a difference, because it's like there's some people that just want to stand out because they want to stand out for standing out, and there's people that actually really don't like standing out, and they kind of would like to just kind of fade into the crowd and not be picked out for being different in some senses. But that's not what you came here to do, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, I get bits of what I just said there. It's like, I don't particularly like being somebody that has to speak out about the things I don't agree with in the world, and lots of different things, but I do it because I know that it's my calling and it's what I came here to do. And like I said, just for me, it's just, my soul just literally can't do it anymore. And I'd say when I did have to box myself in places where I kind of didn't want to in the past. I never felt comfortable, like something just didn't quite feel right. So again, whatever it is I've just said there is really going to resonate with different types of people. And like I said, I really do feel it is about the splitting of the earth here. It's like there's clear signs of doing the right thing, whatever that means for people. So right, okay. So what I'm trying to say is that energy right now is just look out for things in your own life about where you can either be victim mode about not being invited. This is funny, by the way. I wonder if literally somebody hasn't been invited to a party, because I keep saying, because that's what that energy is about, but it's like not being invited to the party or not being invited to the group. But remember the whole thing with Edith, it's like she kicks up, it's like you don't want to fuck with that energy. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, because it's about injustice. And I suppose that's what I was talking about bullying earlier. It's kind of like, because that energy, whatever it is in your chart too, and I know where it is in mine, it's going to be kicking up a fuss about this is not right. Like, that's not fair. It's not nice. It's not, I don't like any kind of thing like that. So you can go into victim mode about not being invited. You can kick up a fuss and whatever. Or you can be empowered about it and be like, do you know what, actually, they've done me a favour. I wouldn't want to be at that. I wouldn't want to be with those people anyway, talking about those things that I'm not interested in and being associated with that kind of energy. So very interesting. I kind of get where they're going with that. So just look out for things like that in your own life. Yeah, I'm sure we can all think of lots of different things like that. So, and I can definitely see where it fits in with the world stuff. But that could be getting really... That is a real collective thing right now. Why? Oh, here it is. So, what do you stand for? What matters most to you? What do you feel? When do you feel the most alive and enjoy? Is this your invitation to act? This is your invitation to actively participate in the creation of your beautiful, bold life. Take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. Through your choices and perceptions, you create your reality. So again, it's back down to that choice point. You're creating your reality. Are you creating a reality of joy and safety and security? And now remember, because we can often associate, or I do sometimes say these words when it's like boring and you're staring a karmic thing. But I'm talking about when you feel an excitement and joy and comfort and comfortable and safe and security. That is different than being in something karmic where you're comfortable and you're bored and you're fucking, you're not feeling your joy because you're like, I'm settling for way less than what I want or deserve. You know what I mean? That's not the same. So know the difference. The decisions you make and the choice. Oh my God, this card's about fucking making decisions. And I said all that shit about decisions before I picked this because I said it earlier as well. The decisions you make and the choices you align with create your life. The question becomes, what kind of life do you really want to live? You've drawn this card because there may be an imbalance in your thoughts. And again, it's Libra season. That's all about balance and imbalance. You may feel like it's fucking saying what I just said. You may feel like a victim to harassments of life. And again, watch out for that, because with that placement I just spoke about, that could definitely make you feel like that right now. But flip it around. Do you actually want to be a part of that group? Or are there reasons why you're like, actually, I'm quite glad I'm not associated, because that's not me anymore, or it never was me, whatever your situation is. But this is a reminder that you are in control of your own reactions to all situations. Yeah, so that's really cool. It just totally fits in with what I've said. You're being called to see where you're still harboring negative, harmful emotions towards yourself or others and release them with love. Again, yeah, so if there was if I'm channeling someone's literal example here of not being invited somewhere or not being a part of something and feeling like you've been excluded, can you turn it around and be like, actually, I'm fucking I was thinking about that today about something. It's like that's when you know it's the right thing, when you've got absolutely when there's nothing that you regret about not being a part of a group or not being a part of something or not doing something the way you've done it before. Because you're feeling in a more peaceful, happier place. And even if that is with less people around you, it's like, can you release the negativity around it? You know, can you just accept it for what it is, that people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and release them with love? Now, I realize releasing them with love might be a bit of a push, depending on where people are at with different parts of their journey. But can you release any kind of resentment and pain around the situation so that you can be at peace with where you're at right now? That all kind of came out of it, whatever, it'll make sense to whoever. To be a victim in life, someone who feels like life is happening to them is a choice. I mean, you believe you've been wronged, you have no personal power. I can't tell you how much that makes sense of what I just said about Eris conjunct the North Node. That's really crazy. You're giving away your own control to outside forces. When you're in victim mentality, you blame, shame, and guilt others and yourself. As Paul Selig says, you can't be a victim and master it at the same time. So yeah, it's like, what are you going to be? That's the choice there. Are you going to be in victim mode? Or are you going to be a master of your own life and create your reality? Step into creator consciousness energy rather than a victim focus. The creator in you knows your infinite power and trusts the greater intelligence of life. Everything you experience, pleasant or not, is part of your conscious co-creation because you participate in it by either resisting, accepting, or allowing it. And that's why I say, no matter who you are on this twin flame journey specifically, but anything in life, what you allow will continue. So if you stay in a karmic friendship, if you stay in a karmic romantic relationship, if you stay in a karmic marriage, if you stay around karmic family members, karmic work situations, karmic whatever I didn't say, habits, right? You're choosing to do that. Again, it can be argued that when people are under spell work or mass hypnosis or Stockholm syndrome or, you know, or black magic or that, I mean, that's kind of like, you know, that's a wee bit of a sticky area because, you know, they're being influenced, but so push that aside. But that's always worth noting. It's kind of like you're allowing it. What you allow will continue. So take full responsibility for your life as a beautiful, bold adventure and dive into your journey by activating your authentic power. How can I live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? What thoughts are imbalanced and hold me back? So again, that was for divine feminine, but it's also divine masculine's feminine side as well. And I just feel it is about, like, you know, keep standing in your truth and your empowerment and shining your light. As cheesy as it sounds, but it really does feel like the message. And then we've got 37. So we've got number 33, divine masculine, and we've got number 37, which isn't divine masculine, but it's mass sign for following your North Node. Because 37 is one of the ages that you're in that process. Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You're an empath. How can you detach from the drama? Oh, and then that feels in line with what I was saying earlier as well. I feel detaching from the drama. Yeah, it could absolutely be about personal situations, but oh, absolutely. It is about personal situations too. Because again, I'm just aware that it's like, you know, not everyone will be able to do that as well as others. And you might really get pulled into the drama of other people or drama of things that surround you. But some of you might be able to just soar above it. So there's that. But I felt it was a lot to do with the collective drama. And particularly for those of you that are in America right now, there's a lot of that surrounding tomorrow. And I feel that's a big reason why I pulled that Francis of Assisi, or however you say it, because like I said, I got led to, I wasn't looking for it, I got led to synchronicity. I was like, what the fuck, that's the card I pulled earlier. And I knew when I pulled it, I thought that's important, but I didn't say it out loud. And it's just out of all the 365 days of the year, of course the Memorial Day for that saint is tomorrow. No such thing as coincidence. So again, that was energy was obviously wanted to, and the prayers are beautiful, they're associated. I put one of them in the comments of the video yesterday. So yeah, just again, it's about, you can be a victim and you can be in fear. It's really literally about choosing love or fear right now. Whether it's about stuff to do in the world, or whether it's about your personal situations, or whether it's about your twin flame journey, you can choose love or fear. And fear is ego, and that'll always tell you that you're not good enough, you're not ready, you'll never be ready, that this is too good to be true, who do you think you are, all these kind of things like that. And love is going to be like, doesn't make a lot of sense, but I just know that my heart is pulling me to this person, and I know I need to go and talk to them. I need to go and tell them how I feel. I need to express myself. I need to tell them I love them. Even if it doesn't go the way that I want it to go, I need to go and do this. You know what I mean? A song's just come on called I Beg Your Pardon. I don't know what that is, but it's like, it's not, and I don't think it is it. It's not that, no, because that's, I don't know, but I kind of got that being about like forgiveness or something. Right. Okay. Anyway, right. So this is Divine Masculine now. And if you're here and you want a card, just let me know in the chat, like Connor's done, and then I'll do Connor's card after this. So this is for the Divine Masculines to go with what I've just said to Divine Feminines, and it's also Divine Feminines, Divine Masculine side, taking action with things, boundaries. Leader of light. Look at this. That's really powerful. Where are you being called to serve and support others? That's fucking, by the way, that's really exciting, because this is an energy that I've tapped in for before. But this is what I was saying to you, like there seems to be something right now around, it's not just about the Divine Masculines like being like, I love my Divine Feminine and I want to go to them, and or like, you know, I love them but I'm not ready to go to them, and whatever, or you know, I'm stuck in a car, whatever, all the different sorts of things that people are Divine Masculines are in. It's also getting this really strong sense of needing to follow their calling and knowing that it's got something to do with the twin flame journey and everything like that. Leader of light, where are you being called to serve and support others? And forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? You're kidding me. And it's got a leopard on it, which may be significant too. And 14 is the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. That always happens, doesn't it? Whenever there's a full moon and a new moon, which is basically all the time because it's every 2 weeks. I know it seems like people used to say that to me on Facebook. They'd be like, Claire, is it a fucking full moon every week or something? It feels like it just yeah, it does come around very quickly. But basically, whenever, I always notice that the cards always have the number of whatever the full moon or new moon is. I love it. But yeah, basically, like I feel like from now, definitely from now up until that next full moon as well, the hunter moon, because remember that's what I saw in that film. On that film about the one about this, I can't remember what it's called, but it was really good, about the sword and the stone, like and basically in that film, that's what he's like. The whole of the film, he is like, I'm not good enough, it's not me, you've got it wrong. It's a bit like Matrix when he's like, I'm not the chosen one, it's like, you are the chosen one. And then he's like, he changes his way of thinking about it, and he's like, actually, I'm good enough, and it needs to be someone, and why not me? And that's the journey that I feel Divine Masculines are going on, and you'll know if you are that energy. And that's why I think I mentioned about forgiveness there with that song that I don't even know what it is, because forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Well, only you're going to know what you need to forgive yourself for as a Divine Masculine energy. But Divine Feminine too, because it's Divine Feminine's Divine Masculine side. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Right, so let's read this. I'm here, but my client will be here soon. Remember you were cutting somebody's hair once or putting somebody's hair up and they were listening to me? I thought that was hilarious. Are you doing that again? Have you got your headphones in, or are they listening to me too? I don't know why it makes me laugh, but it does. Right, okay. And would you like a card? Because I'll pull your card after Connor. So look, and I've just opened the book for Divine Masculines at Your True Tribe Can't Show Up Until You Do. So that fits in with everything that I'm saying. This Divine Masculine energy, the collective that I'm tuning into, you're feeling this strong, I think my neighbour's like, what the fuck's she doing for there? Feeling this strong calling. These ones are feeling a strong pull to their twin, but they're also like feeling like it is just about, you can't create, or if you don't know who your twin is, or it's not the right time, it's something about your people can't show up until you do. Like, show up for yourself and build it and they will come. But it's like, start showing up as who you really are and watch how the people will magically start coming your way. I'm actually noticing it a lot, just reading between the lines, and again, I don't need to see what people say, I feel into people's energy. And working with the clients I work with as well, I can tell the people that felt really, really alone. And it's quite nice to notice and feel like where people are actually being drawn to soul family, you know, in your physical lives where it wasn't happening before. So yeah, powerful. Right, let's read this. So Turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. Well, you have to do that in the Twinflame journey. So, divine masculines, listen up, and divine feminines, masculine side. Leader of the light, you, my dear, are so important to this world. That is like really cool, because divine masculines need to hear that. You have a presence of grace, love, and focus, and you have no idea how much you inspire those around you. You're a true leader of the light, someone who stands firm in their connection to truth with respect, integrity, and a commitment to the greater good. You're here to lead by example. By staying connected to your true self, you can align with calm and stay grounded through all of life's transitions. When things are uncertain, your certainty lies in the light within and all around you. You're being asked to look within yourself and see where you've been given away your power by thinking it lives outside of you. And that would be like when you're asking everybody else what you should do with your life and all that and whatever else. No one outside of you has the power that you have within. And tomorrow's shorts, I said something about be your own guru, or it was something like be your own guru, but also the message was seek the support from mentors and healers where you need it. But ultimately, it should always come back to trusting yourself. But like I always say, a lot of people can't trust themselves because they've been gaslit that much. They don't know what that, they don't know how to trust themselves. So you need to go to a healer if you're that person. And then the right healer will empower you to be able to make your own decisions. You know what I mean? So that you don't always need to rely on them, to be codependent, because that is the problem in most of society, is we're codependent on people, on asking people to answer, all that kind of shit. And empowerment is about empower people to find your own answers. No one outside of you has I just read that bit. No politician, leader, boss, parent, or influencer is more special than you. The power is in you. You are the one you've been waiting for. Stop waiting for someone else to fix your worries and see that your divinity is the help within you, and it's been in you all along. Celebrate the light within and let it lead you. I mean, for fuck's sake, these are strong messages about these divine masculines that I'm channeling for are ready. You're ready for the next step, whatever the next step is for you. All battles are won with love. You're at the peak of your experience as a... That sounds like what I said in the shorts about like being at the top of the mountain. You're at the peak of your experience as a result of your discipline and dedication to your personal growth. So divine masculines, this is divine masculines that will be going through the dark night. So you've been dedicated to your own healing and hermiting and all that kind of stuff. And you're coming out the other side of it. You're either out the other side of it now, or you're about to come out the other side of it. Just like the woman in this image, you have made it to the top. Oh my God, don't tell me she's at the top of a mountain. No, she fucking is. So you could be, I'm saying this is a woman, but you could be a man, you can be whatever you identify as. She's made it to the top of the mountain. Look at the shorts, you'll see what I'm talking about. I literally had a vision of the song The Climb, and I said something about a mountain, and some people are at the top of it, something like that, and I wondered what it was all about. I know it always means something like, but just like the woman in this image, you have made it to the top. You can now release all worry and doubt. There's nothing to fear when you align with the light. When you align with the light, again, this is what it's about. It's like you either stay in the darkness of the old earth, and everything that people are scared to leave, trust me, everything that you, if this is for you, you're scared to leave because you're like, oh, I don't want my light, I don't want to go with the change, I just want everything to stay the same. Nothing's staying the same anyway, pal. Sorry, I don't know who I'm palling here, but when I get it's like it's strong when it comes, but it's like your whole life's going to change anyway. And in the old, everything's crumbling, and the whole money system's going to fucking crumble, and fuck knows what that's going to look like. It'll all work itself out. Don't worry, guys. It'll all work itself out, but a lot is going to be changing anyway. And you don't want to be around negativity and people that you're already distrusting anyway, and suspicious of. And you don't want to, basically you want to feel safe and secure and around soul family and doing the things that make you happy and being grateful. So yeah, choosing love or fear, light or dark. It's just coming down to all these, like, it's time to make a decision. By showing up for yourself and doing the inner work, you've arrived at a place of unconditional love for yourself and others. It's time to integrate all your skills and life experience to take this new perspective and be an example to others. You can lead and teach from a much deeper level. You don't need to change anyone or force anything, but simply be an example of what is possible when you stand strong in your light. So that is for divine masculines that, like I said, you've done the work and you are worthy, and if you've already been getting all the signs that it's time to express your truth to your twin, there's all the cards, there's all the energy is basically saying you've got the green light to do that. For if you'd already been getting all the signs for that, And divine feminines, this is your divine masculine side as well. I would say it's just about staying in your truth and staying in your light. Where am I being called to serve and support others? And again, for divine masculines, it's always about you've went through such, divine feminines have went through a painful journey too, and a lot of it missing their divine masculine and your other stuff, whatever you went through in your personal journey. But for divine masculines, it is specifically like you've went through a really rough ride with a lot of karmic energies around you. And it's about, for divine feminine and divine masculine, yeah, like that card says, like a lot of people can be inspired about how you handle that and how you move through it. Because some people just feel so hopeless and that there's no way of getting out in situations like this. But right, okay, so, and again, it's like if you got to know the secret bits of my life, you know, if I can get through some of the shit that I get through in my life, you can get through your life. You know what I'm saying? Right, so anyway, 14. Let's read 14 too, or I'll just have a wee sneaky peek. Strong messages today. Forgiveness will set you free. When someone you care about hurts you, or you witness injustice and pain in the world, anger, resentment can feel justified. So I'll see, before you read this, I'm getting a real strong feeling there's some divine masculines are holding a lot of feelings of injustice or anger towards karmic people around them. And that could literally be blocking your joy, your true love, your blessings, your abundance. So just be wary of that. Or if you're holding resentment or pain towards your twin, that'll be for some people as well. I mean, definitely you've got more work to do if you're doing that. But again, a lot of these things I think with twin flames can be resolved by having a chat. Because a lot of the time from helping twins for all these years, it often comes down to cross wires. Trust me, it's really annoying to listen to this shit all the time. But again, I do love all this too, but it's no funny, some of the shit that happens. Right, so perhaps you've been harmed by the actions or words of another. When we experience trauma, these hurtful actions can have lasting effects on us. Chances are there's a situation or person you need to forgive. The first person that comes to your mind is an accurate person to focus on. Forgiveness is not saying what you did is okay and I will forget about it. It's simply an energetic exchange, releasing the hold that has been imprisoning you. And divine masculine energies, until you don't feel like that, often you do feel very imprisoned. By embracing forgiveness, you can also embrace peace, hope, gratitude, and joy. If you're having difficulty forgiving, focus on your willingness to move forward with more peace. I can actually see how that fits with what I said as well when I was channeling the divine feminine card about, rather than, just basically wherever you're holding any kind of resentment or that, like, let it go, it's not worth it. That's basically what comes down to. Then consider how forgiveness can lead you down the path of well-being. When you forgive, you've made a choice to let go of resentment and anger. Forgiveness is needed right now for you to feel better. It's highly possible the person you need to forgive is yourself. That'll really resonate with a lot as well. You may be stuck in a vicious cycle of self-sabotage, blame, and shame. Do you feel guilty for something you did or didn't do? Be kind to yourself and practice self-love and compassion. Oh, and that was the card from the other deck. The words you say about yourself matter. Recognize that everything is always in right order and you did the best that you could with what you knew at the time. I'm really feeling that in my heart, guys, because this is what I always say to divine masculines that I work with personally, and what I'm always saying on here. You made the best decisions for your life that you thought were right at the time. And you can only now do the same again in this now moment. Take guided action to create a better, more aligned outcome. Again, you can jump a fucking timeline, you know what I mean? And it's not like, oh, let's just fucking forget all that hand. But it's if you talk about something, you resolve it and you move on. That's Libra. You know what I mean? Whereas I think some people are so terrified with some trauma that you've had that you think that if you have an argument with someone, that's it. There's no go back. This is the worst thing in the world that could ever happen. They're never going to forgive me. And again, when you catastrophize things like that, yes, there might be some situations where that is the case, but most of the time that comes from trauma. You know what I mean? So, and you need to be kind to yourself. If you're prone to dwelling on negative feelings, unforgiveness will only make the situation more challenging. Spend some time focusing on all the good things that have come about of this situation. Like, again, I bet you, and because I know for a fact I'm channeling about some people's situations, the people that I've helped, I bet you've grown through all the pain and the challenges and the confusion, I bet you've grown. Like, and I bet it's made you more grateful for whatever it is and whoever it is that you want in the future, and some of you in your present, or whoever it is you've got right now. Like, I bet you everything that's happened makes you want to hold on to them really tight, but not in a codependent way. Like, just really, really be really grateful every day for what you do have for the people that you love. Spend some time focusing on all the good things that you have that have come out of this situation. Make a list of what you've learned and release expectations. Be willing to forgive yourself and others, and you will be set free. Further guidance can be drawn from the leopard energy in this design. People with the leopard term are self-confident, wise, and courageous in the face of adversity, and that's why I work with that energy. They have a great deal of personal power. Tap into the leopard for guidance on how to forgive. Also note this spirit animal is the healer of deep wounds, which is also what I do, which means the leopard will bring old issues to resolution through reclaiming your lost power. And again, that's why leopard is one of my main power animals, because I help people reclaim their lost soul parts, that soul retrieval. So what do I need to do to forgive myself for? But I'm saying this because you could call on that energy to help you, to empower you. Right, okay, love it. Empowering messages. Right, so I think I'll just stick with this deck. So let's do Connor's card. And again, if you're here and you want a card, let me know in the chat, because otherwise, after I do these cards, I know I say all the time, but I might go, but I actually might, because I couldn't get to sleep last night. And because I'd done that earlier, like, you know, there's a song on called "Come On and Get My Love." I'm not kidding you. I don't know what any of these songs are. It's now 80s, but come on and get my love. So what have we got for Connor? Oh, that's a bit boring when it's the same card. You were here when I read this, weren't you? So I'll pull another one. Unless you want me to read this again and you listen for it being for you. But I feel you were very intently listening as I read this anyway. So I'll wait and see what you say. But look, I'll pull you another one. Responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. How can you live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? The 33 card. So it's the one I pulled for divine feminine energies or divine masculine's feminine receptive side. And on the bottom, we have 41. Gratitude is the life force of peace. What are you thankful for? And I mean, that's like what I've just been saying anyway. So I'll read that one now and wait and see what you say. I'll read the other one again if you want me to, but you were here when I read it. So I think it's better if you know that was the thing is, whatever ones I read for the collective, if it feels like it's for you, it's for you. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it goes. 41. In times of great uncertainty, go inwards to find what is certain within you. Feeling good is most important, and developing a daily practice to help you connect to calm is a priority right now. Create a daily routine that includes focusing on what you appreciate in life will help you connect to peace and lead you to joy. Everything I've been channeling. The fastest way to happiness and peace is to be thankful for what you have. Gratitude. This is exactly what I just said. Gratitude is the life force of everything. When things don't go well, it can be easy to fall into doubt, blame, and thoughts of separation. Return yourself to appreciation and repeat, all is well. My favourite saying. Have you been focusing your attention on lack? You may feel pressure from the world to be more and have more and do more, but your true self already knows that you are enough. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, take a moment to identify all the things you're grateful for. What is going well in your life? What are you thankful for? When we connect to all that as well with care, we transform our suffering into freedom. Question to ask. What am I thankful for? What are you thankful for? You don't need to tell us, but as long as you reflect on that yourself. Here, did you get impatient and fuck off because you're not answering me? I'm gonna shuffle and pull you another one anyway. What in the fuck is this video that's on right now? God, he looks like a character and a half, whoever that is. Wait, he's a Leo. I'm gonna Google who that is. Right. What have we got? Give us, and if the same card comes out, it really is a strong message. But what else does Connor need to know? Because oh, 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 I didn't read it. I got drawn to it in the book. Out of the wood, you've made it through. What newness is emerging? So, and it's got 10, and we're in the 10th month. So there's something happening real time, October. Could be the 10-10, the 10-10 portal. 37, which is going to be Wednesday or something, isn't it? A week tomorrow, I think. I've just also opened up the book at Great Awakening. Walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. There's a lot of strong messages coming through the night. Oh, fuck's sake. It's number 37 again. Did I already read this? I didn't read it, did I? But I did see 37 somewhere. I think it was on the back of one of the cards. By the way, that's really fucking weird. If that was on the back of the Divine Feminine one, that means I've literally just pulled you. Anyway, we can look back, but that's quite interesting if it is that. So 37. Because I remember saying that about I think it was, by the way. That's really crazy. I've pulled you the same two cards. Rise above it. It's not. It fucking is. It fucking is. That's wild. And I don't usually say wild, by the way. Do you say wild? Someone must say that when I say things that I don't say. Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. An unforeseen force is working in your life right now, and it is your superpower to feel people's emotions. Being an empath means you're highly sensitive to the energy of other people, places, animals, and nature. It is a gift to have such a compassionate heart, as you're aware of other people's emotions, but it can be confusing if you don't understand this about yourself. You're a natural empath if people turn to you for advice, and you tend to have a soothing effect on others when they're around you. As a highly sensitive person, you're naturally want to help other people and take away their pain. But this is an important time to stop focusing on others and instead take care of yourself. You've drawn this card because many of the overwhelming feelings you've been experiencing are not yours to carry. In other words, you need to get the fucking sage out. You need to smudge, right? Or whatever it is you do to cleanse your energy. I don't know if you're still here because I've not seen a reply. You've been picking up an energy from others and transmuting it. As an empath, this is your gift to the world. You help heal by taking on others' pain, but it harms you if you don't know how to work with your own energy. Give yourself time to rest without judging yourself, release the pressure, and instead listen to your own body. You can care for others, but you must first care for yourself. Being an empath is a divine gift, but if you don't know how to balance and ground yourself, it can become a chore. Next time a wave of emotions comes over you, ask, is this mine? Or is this for me to heal? If your inner voice connects with it, you will know if it is an unhealed aspect of your journey. But if you don't know how it is connected, it could have been picked up energy. Let your higher self respond. You may realize that energy isn't yours and perhaps belongs to someone you just passed or came in contact with. Most often, the roller coaster of emotions you're experiencing is not yours. As an empath, it is an extra important to ground yourself daily, set clear boundaries, and take care of yourself first. When you become more stable and begin to take care of your energies consciously, you will no longer be impacted by the outside world because your inner world will stay strong. Holy shit, by the way, this is a very important message for not just you, but Connor, for everyone that resonates with it, as high energy. The song High Energy is on. That's funny. Because of, like I said, the heightened drama around certain parts of the world this week. Instead of allowing your environment to affect your mood, find the source of stability within yourself. It's time to rise above the roller coaster drama of the world and seek solace within it. It's a little bit like when I said become the eagle and soar above the drama. What can I do to ground myself and my energy? How can I detach from the drama? Is this energy, emotion, feeling mine? How can I release it? Right. So I'm going to trust that that's meant something to you. And I also want to, pull two of these. What else? And then I'll do Brianna's. And if nobody else wants a message, I'll just come off of here and get to my bed. I'll eat more actually, because I ate while I was, obviously went and ate after this, but I need to eat more. Hey, just popping in quickly before doing bedtime with the kids. Hope everyone's good. Hello, Charlotte. How are you doing? Would you like me to? So I was listening a minute behind Wild catching up. Good. No, that's fine. I was just making sure you're still here. Would you like me to pull you a card that you can see later? Take a break. Fucking hell. What have you been up to? Because that's a clear message that you've been taking on other people's stress. You've been soaking it all up, and it's time to take a break. And that's not a coincidence that it's coinciding with me saying, well, if there's not a lot of people here needing guidance tonight, I'm just going to have an early night. Do you know what I'm saying? Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I mean, that's a consistent message and transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. But seriously, I know it sounds like I'm joking, but you're going through a huge transformation of your own right now. So there's just a strong message coming through about not taking on other people's crap. So I hope that meant something to you. Right. So what have we got for Brianna? Right. In fact, actually, do you know what? Brianna's got a client right now. So I think before Brianna, I'll make a judgment call, and I'm going to do your card right now. Yes, I'm great, actually. Thank you. I'm like, when I was like, how would I describe how I feel? I feel excited about my best pal's wedding. It's obviously it's the weekend, but it's like I feel, yeah. And I'm feeling good. I don't feel that good, but I feel I feel peaceful. That's how I feel. If I could only get the energy to tidy up all those fucking cards in that office, I'd be a lot happier. But that ain't happening tonight. That needs to be a during the day thing. Right, so what have we got for Charlotte? Come together right now. Something. 44. Come together. We need each other. Oh shit, yeah. Again, it doesn't matter whose personal cards I'm doing. There's a consistent message of returning to each other, the reunion, come together, be together. Could it get any clearer for the people that need to hear this message? I don't think so. Where have you been separating? Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? And on the bottom, we have 2. You can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? I pulled that for you before. That's weird that I even remember that, but I remember pulling that limiting belief one before. Right, so 44. And I've just been drawn in the book to trust your faith. So that message has been coming through strong today. Trust your faith, dive into the unfolding journey. 44. So this is for Charlotte, but it's for whoever else resonates with it, because it always is for more than just the person I'm reading to. I've also been guided to rest, renew, recharge in the book. Right, there is a lot of distraction and fear in this world. Well, already that is incredibly accurate. And when we give our attention to these outside forces, we lose sight of our authentic power. See how that ties into all the messages for other people. You have the power to live in harmony and peace, but it depends on how you show up for others. Look at any area in your life where you are resisting and judging. Are you pushing against what you fear and lashing out energetically? We live in a system that thrives on pushing us apart and keeping us separate from one another. Don't fall into this trap. We need each other, differences and all. That's like what I was saying about that wee film, with that it's made a big hoo-ha about that one's water and one's fire, and really it really doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? They're in love. Leave them alone. Leave them to it. We need more love in the world. just because someone has a different view doesn't mean it isn't valid. We can all exist together by allowing each other to be who we really are. Look at the separations in your life and make a commitment to bring more unity, compassion, and understanding to each situation, relationship, which I always say this to you, but it's true. Because you are a Libra moon, and also this is your new moon. Oh, this is a big time, Charlotte, because the solar eclipse new moon is in your moon. But you're a Pisces. Pisces is about unconditional love, and Libra is about love, peace, and harmony and kindness. So I always say that, as you are one of the people that is a huge part of your purpose, is to bring that peace to others and balance, and love and energy and humor, and bring humor and playfulness to it as well with the Sag rising. You know intuitively this separation from others. Wait a minute, you know intuitively this separation from others who's seen things differently isn't working. I feel that again this is tying into everyone it's about the split earth. So, and I feel you specifically, Charlotte, and this will speak to other divine masculine energies, this feels like it's talking about how you balance knowing what you know and having your third eye open and being in the world, whether it is the literal world, working around out and about in the world, and online, the people that aren't awake, basically. You know what I mean? How you navigate that and be a bridge to help the people that are waking up. Wait a minute. Yeah. It isn't in your true nature. Allow room for all beliefs and truly support others with kindness and love. Listen with care. Wait a minute, this is actually, so I suppose because I just stopped to say all that, I wonder if if there's been a situation recently where somebody's really triggered you, or you found it difficult to, I don't know, understand where they're coming from or something, or this could be a thing that's going to happen. It's about taking a pause to ground yourself, but I think it's both these things at the same time. Listen with care, remove judgment, and refrain from needing to prove anyone right or wrong. It does just everything that I'm saying right now really does feel like it's for more than just this personal message. It feels like it is about people that are fully awake to what is going on and people that are asleep, and how you navigate. Basically, it's this kind of energy of it's really not worth definitely not getting into. I'm well, Pat. It's definitely not worth getting into any kind of argument. Although, can I just say there are some situations where you may be backed in a corner and you do have to stand up for yourself. Like if people are trying to make out you're crazy, or if people are trying to, like, again, I've not, thank Christ, I've not been in a situation like that for a long time. But when I have been, I've been able to navigate. Oh, actually, I was the other week there, but kind of very briefly, and I was just able to navigate myself out of it quite peacefully by just saying, like, look, we just need to agree to disagree, and thank God the person did just respect my boundaries and they didn't go any further, because if they did, I could fucking, go in with the truth. And that's what I'm saying. You might and I've been in a situation where the person didn't respect what we're saying and kept going on and kept coming at me, and so then I gave it back. I think we've all been in situations like that too. You know what I mean? But it's not nice, and I don't like to put myself in positions like that. So again, I don't know why I'm fucking saying all of this, Charlotte, but fucking hell, I'm saying it for a reason, so you know how this shit works. So has part of your life become isolated in a bubble because you've been surrounded yourself? Wait a minute, you have surrounded yourself with a worldview that supports and reinforces your own beliefs. If so, this separation is causing you even more despair. The true you, your spirit and best self, needs diversity, contrast, connection, and unity. This is an invitation to accept and allow for differences. We are all one and we need each other. Strive for unity. This is the world your soul. Wait a minute. This is the world your soul truly wants to live in. Further meaning can be drawn from the earth image in this card. Mother Earth Gaia has an immense healing energy. Every culture has their version of Earth Goddess. The Greeks called her Gaia, while the incase know her as Pachamama. That's what I sometimes say. She is the personification of the earth. This is the divine feminine energy too. The great Mother Earth and the protector of all. Earth energy is maternal, warm, nurturing, joyous, with no tolerance for cruelty, destruction, or abuse. It is abundant in its gifts and supportive of all life. This is a reminder of how important Mother Earth is for sustainable future of humanity. This is what I mean. This is like feels like a powerful collective message. Do your part to appreciate, protect, and support and nourish the planet. This care will be returned tenfold. So again, I feel it's just like this continuous message of continue to do the good that you do for humanity, and the care will be returned tenfold. You're being called to reconnect and remember the loving presence of Gaia all around you. Acknowledge all the bounty Earth offers and her infinite love, and together you can co-create a utopian world. Where have I been separating myself or pushing against others or the world? Big messages, right? Let's see what else have we got for Charlotte and whoever else that was speaking to. Oh, how funny is that? The one that's round the wrong way, which there's never any accidents, is the one about similar to what I've just said. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down time and nature. Yeah, so again, I feel some real connect. Maybe you've been doing that already, and they're giving you the pat on the back, or it is about spending some time in nature will help you ground. I feel there is a real need to be grounded. Again, I don't know about, well, actually, I could be, people could still walk barefoot here. It is still warm. Like I said, it's going to be really hot at the weekend for this time of year. But just really hot in general. That would be a hot day. Yeah, connect with the earth at this time, right? In whatever way you do that. And we have soul and soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, so there's a strong feeling here about unity and working together with others rather than separate yourself, whatever this means. And the anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. Yeah, and I just think that is just backing up what I just said, that it's like, you know what you're here to do, and you're just being given recognition for being the peacemaker, spreading the love. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Yeah, and there's big energy just going on right now. That card's been showing up a lot. Right, okay, so now I'll do Brianna's. And if anybody else is here and you haven't had a card, let me know. I might pull myself. I haven't done that for a while. I might see what. I might pull one for myself. Right, so what have we got for Brianna? For fuck's sake, why do we keep pulling doublers, man? But then I don't need to read it. So Brianna, I've just pulled you the same. I've pulled you the same one that I pulled for Connor. Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You're an empath. How can you detach from the drama? Oh, I knew when I was saying that. So when you were on earlier and I was talking about drama, that must have been for you. Bits of it. And I'm being drawn a spider on the ceiling. So I think there's some kind of, I wonder if there's some kind of gossip coming your, some written gossip coming your way or something. Because like you say, the spider is about creative writing and messages. It's something like that. But I'll pull another one. Again, that happens all the time, that even if I'm only reading for a couple of people, the same card will come out, and it's because it is the strongest message for a lot of people right now. By the way, I don't know what the fuck this is going to have to do with it, but that song, Boys, 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 Looking for a Good Time, Boys, Boys, it's a hilarious 80s video, but that song's on Sabrina, but it's just called Boys. So, that the boys chasing our Brianna? But yeah, there's something here about how can you detach from the drama. I've no idea what that's about, but it's an important message here. How can you detach from the drama, whatever that means to you? Because that I shuffled and that card came out again. They're like, that's the fucking message, Claire. Leader of light. Where are you being called to serve and support others? I've already pulled that tonight too. So these are all ones. Can we get another one that I've not read? Ah. Here we go. So deep inward journey. You, by the way, when I'm putting them back, I'm only saying because I've already read it, right? So if you want to hear what the card is, you can watch. Well, you're either watching it earlier, you saw, or you can just watch it again and you can see what I said for the card. This has got the 29th in it, so the 29th might be significant. So I think that is going to be around the time of the next that full moon that I was talking about, the one in Taurus. Deep inwards journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? See how that actually just ties on to what I just said to Charlotte. This is how people's messages tie on. It's like you'll be rewarded for the work. Nothing real can be threatened. How can you actually participate in creating heaven on earth? All these messages coming through about creating the new earth, heaven on earth. Love it. Right, 29. And I've just been pulled to Great Awakening again. So yeah, now I would say it's time to speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm probably going to go after I pull myself a card. But let's face it, I could still be here for another half an hour. I don't know. I don't think so. Boys, boys, boys. I don't know what that song is. Deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. One of our fundamental needs as a human being is to be deeply heard, acknowledged, and understood. But so many of us look outside ourselves to fulfill this need. We chase and we climb until we realize that, oh my God, what the hell, by the way? This is exactly what I said earlier. No quick fixes can heal what must be nurtured on the inside. That's like when I was saying earlier. I feel some lessons for many people listening to me, but will be, you know, I mean, that love has to come from inside. As cheesy as it sounds, it's true. You really do have to find self-love to then find your true love, because otherwise it'll just be, it's not that it's meaningless interactions and attention from others, but it will be quite empty. Do you know what I mean? It's like when I was saying that bit about, you'll know that yourself. If you're somebody, like I know that I'm going to be speaking to people that have this, that it's like you can attract a lot of attention from others, but does it really mean anything at the end of the day if you're not building like a proper connection with someone? That message is coming back from what I said earlier. And you only really attract that into your life when you stop to do the work. You've drawn this card as a notice that your inner world needs tending to right now. The only way to truly understand your magnificence is by going on an inward journey. You will always be rewarded for this deep healing. I love this because this is for everyone. This is what I've been saying in the one earlier and the one now, and it's what I'm always saying. If you do the work, you'll be rewarded. And that's when I said it's not expected that divine feminines, that divine masculines do as much work as what divine feminines have done, because usually they're doing all that work for longer. But it's about as soon as you wake up and you realize, wait a minute, actually I'm settling for less, this is not how I want to live my life anymore. I forgive myself for whatever I've done in the past and for whatever choices I've made that have made me happy, and I'm going to start from now, and I'm going to build my life, create the life the way I want it, and you know, I want to work towards this, or I want to be with this person. That's when you will be rewarded. And again, people will be rewarded with their twin flame, but you're only going to be rewarded with your twin flame if you go towards them. A song just came on when I said that. It said right back to where we started. That's a synchronicity for someone. On the other side of this work is pure self-compassion, joy, love, forgiveness, and the ultimate inner peace. Your inner self consists of your hidden feelings, memories, thoughts, beliefs, prejudice, wounds, perspectives, shadows, and all mental, emotional conditions that influence your ability to transform and feel complete wholeness on a core level. So, you know, it's just all those little things. You can see why people are like, fuck that, but it's worth it. When you do the inner work, you move past fears, addictions, limitations, depressions, loneliness, and low vibration feelings of unworthiness, but never can say goodbye. Na, 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 na. That's all that I know. That song just came on. So what that tells me is there might be people that, and this is for anyone that resonates, but Brianna, this is literally, there might be people that you're reluctant to say goodbye to in your life, but you need to, because they're pulling your energy down. That is for all the divine masculine collectives that resonate with that, because it keeps coming through. If you've got people around you that keep you in addictions, that keep you in cycles of your past fears and keep you limited, small, depressed, you know, keep me feel lonely, like, because you be these are the people that are in a crowd full of people or a room full of people, but you feel alone. and low vibrations, if they keep you feeling worthy of not chasing your dreams, well, fuck, again, it's like, it kind of sounds like, but Claire, why would anyone keep themselves around these people? They do. And I bet you've been that person at one point. And, we've all been that person at one point. Again, hopefully not all those things together, but, you've definitely been in places where you're like, this doesn't feel like me. Although inner work is often the hardest thing you'll experience, it reaps tremendous rewards. Like a true alchemist, you're carving out a brave new path for your growth. Your future is paved with new, expansive beginnings as you heal your past. I love it. When you do the inner work, you're shining the light of awareness onto the landscape of the mind, the conscious, subconscious, unconscious realms. You're in a period of learning. As you dive deeper in the next phase of your journey, you'll see the aspects of yourself that need to be understood and healed. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Recognize that this process is never over, which is why I think they keep getting me to give that message to the divine masculines, regardless of gender, that have been putting in the work, and you're just hesitating about moving forward now on the twin flame path to your twin flame, because it's like, you're like, oh shit, I don't feel like I've done enough and all this kind of stuff. It's like, it's never over. Like, it's never over for anyone. So if you keep allowing that fear to overtake you, you're going to add another God knows how many years to your journey, however long it's been for you. So, take that on board. If you're always in that state of it's not time, it's not time, it's not time, it probably has been time one of these times and you've missed the time, but you can now pick that back up again. Do you know what I'm saying? Crap, I didn't get the notification. Oh. Is it? Oh yeah, this is the first you've came. Well, you're right on time, Nathan. It's fine, because I'll do your card after I finish reading this one. No, you didn't miss it. You're right on time, because I'm going to go after. I was going to do myself one, and then I was going to go. So I will do your one, and I'll finish for me, or I'll do me, and then I'll probably just do you, and then I'll go. So, and hello. The path of the spiritual seeker is ever unfolding forevermore. This is a journey of your soul that carries over into lifetimes to release the need to have it all figured out and just dive into life like a curious child full of excitement and wonder. That is perfect advice for the divine masculines that are ready to take a jump towards expressing their truth. I'd imagine to twins, but it could be in other areas of life. Release the need to have it all figured out and just dive in like a curious child full of excitement and wonder, whatever that means to you. When you commit to the inner work, you're turning your pain into power and positively influencing others. When you heal yourself, you help heal the world, which is why I said that about that's what we're here to do as twin flames. Soul work involves shining the light inwards to integrate repressed aspects of your being. Stay strong and steady on this course, and a renewed sense of peace and vitality will follow this phase of your life. The rose quartz is a crystal of self-love, which can be called upon in times of great inner work and healing. Rose quartz is responsible for the heart chakra, connecting you to infinite wisdom and soul growth. It's also unconditional love. As you'll know if you listen to my shamanic journeys, as I take you down the unconditional love rose quartz path. It purifies and opens the heart and levels, promotes self-love, friendship, deep inner healing, feelings of peace. It's important to be compassionate with yourself and remove all judgment at this sacred time. The questions to ask are, what burdens and pain from the past need to be looked at and healed? How can I alchemize my fear? How can I use my voice to speak truth into action? Oh, that's the very nicest freezing now. Right, so, and thanks for the message. My own empathy has been my only way past the overwhelming emotions. No surprises, cards repeat themselves. Yes, I know. Yes, and I hear you. We all just have to have a lot of compassion for ourselves and our twins on this journey, and everyone, even the people that are very nice to you. You have to have, again, that's a difficult one, isn't it? But you can have compassion for people, but you can have, the advert for confused.com just came on when I said that, but you can also have boundaries. And that's what, when I said that about when I read that card, you can forgive the people that have hurt you, but you can also let them go. It's like in that episode of The Hills, I'm going to forgive you and I'm going to forget you. It was all very dramatic. If you watched that back in the day. Right, so what have we got for Brianna on top of that? But again, I melted so much into that being a collective message that, like I said, everybody's message is for whoever it resonates with. What Actually, I think I might read that other one because that's talking about creating heaven on earth. What have we got for Brianna? I'm sorry. Oh, I wonder if that guy's going to say sorry. Even if he does, it's well anyway. So I'm sorry, defensiveness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. But yeah, that would be a good example. If that guy does say sorry for that fucking, I keep saying whopper, but for that big fucking whopper that he told, then, you know, you can get, you're such a beautiful, forgiving person. You can give somebody that forgiveness. And you've said that yourself, whatever he is, you know, he's someone in your path that was, that I confused.com. I've just realized where that came up. Confused the fuck out of you. But you've learned and you've grown from it. And I believe that you could let that person go and not have any, you know, bad feelings there. Because like I said, when people lie like that comes from some serious issues. If someone would go to that extent to lie to get attention, you know what I mean? It's that's somebody that definitely needs some serious healing. Ancient power expression, activation, scarlet codes. Yeah, there's something around you really expressing your truth with something. I wonder if that was you doing that by hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. It was a big lesson, yeah. So right, okay. Am I meant to read that one? Let's just see. I think I'm going to read this for everyone. So nothing real can be threatened, nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. This passage from A Course in Miracles is a divine reminder that most important things in life are not the things we've been taught to focus on. When you go inwards into your heart, you will see the areas of your life that feel inauthentic. At times, life can feel out of control and overwhelming, but when you remind yourself where your true power lies, connected to source energy and divine love, all illusions fall away. And that actually feels like very much like what I've been saying all day with what I said earlier and what I'm saying now is about the power of divine love, which again, when you get across all the fucking how popular the twin flame topic has become, and again, by a lot of people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're not even twin flames, they just jumped on a bandwagon. Some, again, not everyone, again, there are lots of beautiful people that are really on the journey. But it's about that. It's about the divine love, you know, it's about the connection that you've got to the divine. And then later on, the other twin catches up to that. And you know, you then have that union together. And by you being in that divine love connection with one another, it then sends that ripple effect out into the world, and it creates a healing effect. And it's like, you know, you think like, oh, what the fuck's that all about? But it's the same as meditating, you know, when it's been shown when a whole group of people get together and meditate, which is why whenever I'm doing anything like this, you can see this is, we're sending out healing to the world. It's, I see it like that, you know, like it can only, the amount of divine love and forget, like the forgiveness involved with the things that happen with twin flames and the excitement, all of it, the divine love, the forgiveness, the inner child innocence, the once you've healed, you know, a lot of the things that are triggering you, the passion, everything that's involved with a twin flame union. That's a lot of shit going on, guys. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of, yeah, it's a lot of painful shit when there's shit you need to move through. But when it gets towards the end of that thing, like, you know, a proper union, it's like that is like an explosion of love that is being there's lots of innuendos here that that is being sent out into the world. House arrest, you'll be on house arrest, you'll not be wanting to fucking leave the house, you'll be having that much fun, do you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, and then it sells, but you mean, but there's healing that is sent out in the world, and that is why people are, that's why you're kept apart. It was like I caught one yesterday, and it was a really powerful collective reading that was watched, but it was just basically, it was so funny because it was the exact same message that I'd given earlier on in the day, or yeah. So it was the same message. So I must have, yeah, I'd done that during the day, and then I've caught this person later on at night, and they're channeling the same message. And it was exactly what I'm saying, that it's like, you've got to question if so many people, or everyone in some cases, is keeping you away from your twin flame. You've got to question why. Why are these people so determined to keep me away from this person? Like, why does it seem like it's their fucking mission to keep me away from this person? And you might really be quite puzzled and questioning that if, you know, depending on when it was you met yours, like if you were younger, you might be like, why is it neither here? Why are they so bothered about whether I'm sleeping with them or not, or whether there's any more happening? Like, why the fuck they keep being so fucking nosy about it? Or why have they got such an opinion on what, you know, why? It's just, and again, it's Gemini moon right now, so that's all the questions. Or if you've just met them, like, why? How can they have such a strong dislike to this person? We don't even know them. There's all these kind of there's a reason behind that. And like I always say, I say it all the time, if people know who your twin flame is and they have an extreme dislike to your twin flame and you know that it's your twin flame, be really intrigued and concerned about that, I would say, because it's your energy. So and it's funny because that theory, I can go by that for myself too. Whenever I have it's true. And it's not, it doesn't need to be as sinister as it sounds, you know, it can be with people you know and love and that are still in your life, and it's like, you know, that because they weren't facing their truth, they were really triggered by you, or maybe your twin is speaking a lot of truth and the person that is taking a dislike to them isn't living their truth. So, but in some sort of way, that when you really understand that you're not separate from your true twin flame, there's something in that. If somebody is really not liking your twin flame and you get what twin flames are about, what is going on with you and that person? It's interesting. Deep though. The love within you can pull you into a more peaceful state. When you look outside of yourself, you can easily fall into worry and feel hopeless, yet the outside world is only a reflection of your internal state. Look at your inner world and care for it. Make choices that are aligned with your truth and of love. See the world within as a beautiful place where all possibilities can manifest. It always starts with you. You're the creator of your experience. Fear and doubt will try to threaten, but love cannot be threatened. Again, the fear and doubt on the twin flame journey will tell you that it's not going to work. It's, you know, it's just a crush, because the person's thinking the song is called Crush with a K. All these kind of things to pull you away from it. So like I said, it's not always a person pulling you away from your twin. You could be telling yourself and talking yourself out of something. It's all part of the journey though. When you're aligned with your truth, that of love, nothing can harm you. This card is an invitation to see the world with fresh eyes, the real world of love, compassion, and joy, and participation on the activation of heaven on earth, which I would say I've picked this deck for a reason, because that is happening right about fucking now. And every moment you're deciding to live your joy, you are contributing to the activation of heaven on earth. The world is in which we live in is part of an illusion. It is not real in the sense of the things outside of us which give us such importance. The material things, the likes, the follows, the outward forms of success, or that also ties into what I was saying earlier about, so what? You've got a whole lot of people like chasing you for attention for whatever it is. Is it real? How many of these people would actually be there for you when the chips are down? Or how many of these people are actually going to help you feel safe and secure? And you know what I mean? Or once they get a bit of what they wanted, are they going to be on the next person? Do you know what I mean? It's like, regardless of your gender and whoever I'm talking to here, it's that gets tiring after a while, and you just want to feel safe and you want to have all that excitement and fun with somebody you love. Or maybe people don't, again, but the people that don't, that's when you've got more healing to do. The material things, the likes, the follows, the outward success, forms of success are not representative of true worth. These are fictions created to pull you away from the image of love within you. Everything outside of you is a manipulated reality, but the real world is the one in your heart. The intangibles of hope, peace, and joy and love, these are your true power. Their truth can never be taken from you. They are yours because they're part of you. You can choose to allow these blessings to be part of your everyday life, and you can choose to stay, or you can choose to stay in worry, fear, and discomfort. The choice is always yours. This is really powerful, by the way, because it's like, that's what I've been saying all day. It's like, there's some kind of fucking choice point right now. And again, that is what eclipses are about. It's a karmic choice point of people are going to choose to keep repeating karmic loops. Because I remember it was like literally this time last year that I noticed that in the collective, September, October, really and beyond, that people had decided to get into another karmic cycle. whatever that was to you, a person staying with a group of friends that you know don't resonate, or you know, allowing family to control you, whatever it is, staying in a job that doesn't resonate, blah, 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 different for different people, or just, you know, continue to piss about with your fuck knows. But it's like that was, and I feel the same people are being given another choice point. Do you want to continue to do the same, or do you want to get off this ride and not surrender for, and not settle for less than what you deserve? You're being called to activate your inner light by seeing yourself as a child of the divine, of God, of source energy. The world we live in is created for you to experience more of who you are and play in the wonder of it all. With the sense of acceptance, you'll feel lighter, freer, and more purposeful. The words are good. How can I actively participate on creating heaven and earth? So how can you actively participate in heaven and earth? And it's on page 69. I think that's spirit of a sense of humour, I think. Right, so who is next? Oh, I don't know why I'm shuffling these again. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seed in the light, laying foundations, divine plan, and trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. You're a part of a team of souls, calling the support. And the bud, potential promise is about to happen. Keep going. Right, Nathan, I'll do your card and then I'll pull me one if I still feel I want to. Right, so what have we got for Nathan? And I did say that I felt it'd be here for another half an hour. So yeah, I think I'll go after this. Right. What have we got? What have we got for Nathan? Finally, a new one. 27. The universe rewards motion. Oh my God. And this is funny because this is just totally tying in everything that's coming through. It's about taking action. This is not your practice. God, guys, I know that this is about pulling people personal cards, right? But these are all collective messages. This is fucking blowing my mind. Look at what this one fucking says. I'm going to need to change the title. What did I call this? Yeah, I'm going to, that's just what I'm going to change the title to something about making a decision, because all the fucking things coming through are about making a decision. This is not your practice life. Decide! Explanation mark. Literally says that. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? Again, what was the one that I titled earlier? The life, follow your heart. I titled it something like Divine Masculines are being guided to express their truth and follow their heart, and they're sensing the split of the earth, you know, the split of the new earth and the old earth, and the split in consciousness, whatever you want to call it, you know, the timeline split, all these things. Wow. Right, 27. Oh, and I've just opened the book at 27. The universe rewards motion. Do you fantasize about your future but don't know how to get there? Do you have anxiety because you feel trapped by your current reality? Are you overwhelmed by choice or lack of clarity? If so, you could be at a standstill. It can be hard to move forward when the path is unclear, but this is a reminder that you have everything you need to move into the next phase of your life. The universe is always supporting you. You may want clarity before taking a step forward, but the universe doesn't work that way. Only when you take steps and move forward can the universe conspire to uplift and support your momentum. Trust this process and watch the magic of the journey open up. It's telling me, God, maybe you're why I'm getting all these bloody signs about marriage all the time. It's telling me to marry the shit out of my twin. I just have to get to that point. My heart, that is. That's hilarious. Marry the shit out of my twin. What steps can you take today to move towards the vision in your heart and mind? You may feel stuck and trapped by life circumstances, but each step you take will reveal more of the plan. So again, you have to keep the momentum going. Don't stay stuck. Make a fucking decision. And sometimes I've said, right, see if you're so fucking exhausted and you can't make a decision right now in this moment, or when it's late at night or whatever, make a decision that you're not making a decision right now because you're tired. And that is making a decision, you know, and putting a nail in that coffin. But don't just stay stuck in it. Where did I get to? I'm stuck with where I've just Yeah. What steps can you take today to move towards the vision of your heart and your mind? You may feel stuck and trapped by life circumstances, but each step you take will reveal more of the plan. Take guided action and watch your life transform. I don't know if I read that bit, but somebody need to hear it again. The universe knows what is in your heart, and the universe knows the quickest, most harmonious way to get what you truly need and want. Trust the timing. Manifesting what you want can be a joyful experience when you recognize it as a process. First, set your intention. What do you truly desire? Now, we know that you just said what you desire, and it's your twin, and it's specifically to marry the shit out of your twin. Now, before you get to that bit, piecing together, I'm going to use you as an example. So I'm just going to, because you said it in public. But earlier, you'd said something about, I don't know, you just made, you said things about, you said things that, you spoke about yourself in not a very nice way. So right away, that tells me that's where you've got to take the action to not do that anymore. So that can even just be an action in itself. Don't speak like that about yourself anymore from this point on, Nathan. Okay. Like, and there's not a coincidence about on the shorts that I've filmed right up until the new moon on the 14th, wait a minute, I'm going to shuffle them. The affirmation card came out. So look, self-forgiveness is on the bottom. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. The affirmations, like using affirmations to heal, came out so many times. So there's something about the people that are talking, like, still got a lot of negative self-talking, that about really utilizing healing and healers and positive affirmations and all of this kind of stuff, because to break free of your limiting beliefs, try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn, because that's why I say that all the time. Like, people are not going to get into twin flame unions by wishing and hoping and wanting it to be that time already. Like, you have to do a combination of healing yourself, but also going to healers to be empowered. So there's something, and I feel with it being now nearing towards the end of the year and me saying this every single time, it's you really do need to get on that Zoom with me for us to do the next part of what you need support with. That's definitely that's strongly what that is. So it's not about, right, go and propose to your twin right now, because it wouldn't work, would it? There's things you need to heal, and there's things she definitely needs to heal, and she literally actually physically needs to heal, because she's in hospital right now, isn't she? Or she's having hospital visits. So that's not practical in your case. But if you do that work there, it will end up that place. I did say a lot in the last year, if it's been that long that I'm in need of a lot. Yeah, you did. Your awareness, that's the thing. It's like your awareness of what you need is really up there. But I think that's why this card is coming up about what guided action can you take, though. It's like you've got high awareness, but are you taking the right action? Like, I think it's what they're trying to say to me, and this is for more than just you. It's about those of you that are trying to do it all by yourself, or you're just listening to things like mine that are, again, I've got that there for people to help them. But if you're only doing that and you're not actually taking action to get help from the many healers there that can empower you with the different parts that you're going to need, that's where I think many people get stuck. And I know that can be down to money and things like that, but it isn't always. Like, I just know I don't accept that from everyone, because it's more than likely the self-forgiveness comes up, because it's like money comes your way and then you spend it on something that isn't going to help you as much as that again. And I've done that too, but this is where we forgive ourselves and you move on. It was like, what was it? I said that to someone recently. It was like the other night, I'm looking at, I fucking binge ate like really badly. I think it was last night, but I needed to do it. And I'm the kind of person that I need to do that, and then to get it in my system. And then I don't want to do it again for a while, because I can go months without eating sugar sometimes. But if I get into that sugar cycle, like, I just need to eat a load of shit. And I think it's because I realised it was because I had the tooth out and I stopped having coffee, and I only just went back to coffee the other day. So I had like nearly 4 weeks of not having a coffee, and I couldn't eat crisps. So I've had crisps now, and I love crisps. But anyway, the point is, that's about balance. It's always about balance, really. But if you overdo it with indulging and in addictions or habits that aren't good for you, and you fall in, that's not going to be good. But if you can find the balance there, it's different for different people. But yeah, that's what it is for you. There's something about, there's an awareness of what will help you, but sometimes it's like you might be missing what would empower you more. With forever that speaks to, right? So you may feel stuck and trapped by life circumstances. I've read that. Why do I keep reading the same bit again? People must really need to hear this. You may feel stuck and trapped by life circumstances, but each step you take will reveal more of the plan. Take guided action and watch your life transform. The universe knows what's it. Wait a minute. First, wait a minute. Manifesting what you want can be a joyful experience when you recognize it as a process. First, you set your intention. What do you want and truly desire? The universe is on standby, waiting patiently to swoop in and support you. All you need to do is take the step in any direction and ask for what you want. Know that you cannot make a mistake, for all experiences are valuable. And that's what I was just saying there. Even when you perceive that you are making a mistake, like I help people with this all the time, so I've got a lot of patience for it. But when it feels like I need to sort of say a wee bit more, which feels like what I'm doing now, it's like, I don't think it would be responsible of me if I can recognise that someone's been saying the same thing for quite a long time and not taking the action that they say that they want to take. You know what I mean? Whether that's got anything to do with people that I've said on here, lots of you, that can recognise that I would be the person to help you what you need help with. But because the thing is that'll change, you see. What you need help with 6 months ago might not be what you need help with now. But it's like, yeah. Anyway, the people that have followed me for years will get what I'm saying. It comes through all the time. There's clearly something here about you, people needing to have the balance of doing it all by themselves and knowing when you need to get help from other people. I also feel that is for twin flames as well. You see, well, actually, that's half the time who I'm talking to, but it's like, it's a dynamic between twin flames as well, that it's like that your twin, if you're like between divine femme, divine masculine, it's like, I feel the divine masculines are getting to that point where they're like, where they would have seen reaching out for help as a weakness, I can feel a shift taking place where it's like a sigh of relief actually to have somebody else. I don't know, it feels like something to do with like 10 of Wands, like just lifting a burden of carrying something all by yourself, whatever that's going to mean to different people. Know that you cannot make a mistake, for all experiences are valuable. You'll either learn more about what you want or what you don't want. Your mantra for today is, I am right where I need to be to get me where I want to go. I take inspired, guided action forward. So what guided action can I take today? Right. It feels like it's connected to things you've said about procrastinating. Right, let me see what we say. Okay, I won't call myself down anymore. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Using affirmations to heal, and that's what I'm working on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's what I've done for like the past 20 years. It's worked for me, because like that's why I say this story all the time, and one day it will be in a physical book. Is that I wasn't born being this confident and doing all these different things. Like, I've been on a very long journey to get to be able to talk like this and be in unconditional love. And to answer a question like when Charlotte said to you, I feel really peaceful right now. And there's a lot of reasons that my mind could find to not feel that, but I just feel really at peace. I did say a lot of last year, if it's been that long that I'm in need of a lot of healing. Right, I read that bit. Universe helped me become more proactive and decisive. One of my greatest issues is procrastinating, so that's why I got my own PayPal. Yeah, and I'm really proud of you for doing that, Nathan, because that wasn't just about procrastinating. That was about you untangling yourself from a messy situation, I would say. And what I mean by that is, I know that you and your twin flame are very close, and obviously you love each other and that, but it's like, it's not, you need your own thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's too entangled, and especially when you're not in a full union, it's just, well, think about it, she's got secrets from you, so I mean, you wouldn't have any secrets for whatever whether you're using your PayPal to do sessions with me or whatever you're doing, you've got no secrets because it's her PayPal. But anyway, I don't tend to let people pay for, like I said before, because I've had experiences like this with before, and I've given this example, but they're guiding me to say it again. I had a woman part of the soul family, and it was a friend of hers had used her PayPal to buy a session, and she was giving her the money later, but the whole session was bombarded by the person's PayPal who paid for it. Now that was relevant to what was going on with it. You know, it was basically, it's not a mistake. That's what that card just said. It wasn't a mistake. But it was a lesson for them, and it was a lesson for me as well. It was a lesson for me was where somebody lets me know in advance. But I've never had that again, actually. I don't let people pay for things with somebody else's PayPal, because it's like it confuses your guides. It's like and it's why I'm not really big on like people buying people presents. Like, and believe me, I've turned down a lot of money for that before. Like I've had people ask, I've done it once. It was actually fun, but I would never do it again. I don't think I would ever do that again. Somebody asked me that actually at that Hindu. They were like, do you do things like that? But that's not really the kind of medium and psychic and healer I am. I think I may be in that world. I've done it once, and like I said, it was a Hindu, but they were all pissed, which goes against my values. But I mean, they all loved it, and they all loved it. And I made, more importantly, I made the bride's night by the message that I gave and everything, and it was a good experience, but it was one that I don't want to repeat. I suppose I would probably consider doing it again if it was like a during the day thing. But how many Hindus do you go to where drink isn't involved? So I don't think it would be like, it would need to be some kind of, my strict boundaries would be like, look, I will come and do a group thing, as long as, you know, you fucking leave the fucking Prosecco and the vodka, the drinks and that, the beers till after I fucking left. Or I'll join in, but can we have a clear line between, it's kind of like what I've said when I'm doing a healing on some of my friends. When some of my friends come, we have tea, and then we do it's like my friend that was here actually the night before I went for my wedding, like I wasn't healing her that night, but you know what I'm saying? It's like whenever that happens, like there's a clear line between us having tea and then us kind of doing a healing, or you know what I mean? It's boundaries. So it's that these are my boundaries. But yeah, I'm proud of you for that, because that's a lot more than just making a decision. It's like it's your own, owning your own stuff. And it was to take yourself in the right direction. Right. Okay. So, right. What else have we got? Oh, wait a minute. I think I was going to read that one too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We need to read this. So again, this is yours as well, Nathan, to make a decision. But this is for everyone it's going to resonate with. 22. And my throat, by the way, it is because I've been talking for a while now, but my throat is really, I'm feeling that. So that's either for you or it's for your twin. The great gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. And the reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. And oh my God, look, you go first, the universe will catch you. So that's a very clear message, right? That it's like you are being guided to balance your own. That's so interesting. I don't know what that song is, but there's a song on right now called Who's Leaving Who? And I could see how it's like, you know, that feels like abandonment. Oh my God, this is really deep. That feels like healing abandonment stuff here. Who's leaving who? Like, I feel there is that kind of, there's abandonment issues that needs to be healed there between you and your twin. Again, this is not a news flash. This is between all twin flames, but I'm feeling it's really quite present, because I don't, like I said, I don't know how that song goes, but who's leaving who? It's like, that's what I'm getting from that. It's like there's this panicky feeling amongst the two of you that of abandonment. But yeah, balancing the reunion, balancing. Oh my God, did you not say you were having a drink with her tomorrow? And that's that. There you go, the reunion. That's what that'll be about. You go first, the universe will catch you. So yeah, there's something, again, you've taken that, just keep doing that. Keep taking action in the right direction. Right, so this is not your practice life. Decide. You've drawn this card because you're at a crossroads and it's time to decide. No one knows you better than your true self, and it's time to trust your intuition. We're all intuitive. We just haven't been taught how to use this part of us. Give yourself permission to connect on a deeper level. with your soul's unique language. You can do this by following your heart and stepping into your purpose. You're being called to evolve your intuition and trust yourself more deeply. Listen to this inner nudge and honor the direction it is leading you. You have your own path that looks nothing like anyone else's, and it is your destiny to be who you came here to be. It's time to shine your most magnificent expression of your authentic self. This means trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, and following your soul's guidance. As you do this, you live your life with integrity and truth, and things become more peaceful. Ties into what I said. You know in your heart of hearts what you really want. And that's what I said earlier. I don't actually believe half the time when people say to me, I don't know what I want. I think people do know what they want. I really do think most people in most situations, they actually do know it. And I can safely, confidently say that from the work that I've done with people over all these years. And also because I've got Pluto and Scorpio in the 12th house, do you know what I mean? I can literally feel what the person wants before they feel it. That's what, put it this way, that's what terrifies people that work with me. And so that can only go for, yeah, I would definitely, you know what I mean? That's what, basically, I'll just leave it at that. I can sometimes feel what people want before they know what they want. But the point is, it doesn't matter that I can feel that. I have patience and a shitload of patience for the person to work it out for themselves what they want. The client, that is. Right, so other people. Where did I get to here? This means trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, and following your soul's guidance. As you do this, you live your life with integrity and truth, and things become more peaceful. Oh, I just read that bit. You know in your heart of hearts what you really want. This is not your practice life. Don't waste it doing what you don't want to do. Your life is, your calling is calling you, and this is the sign. Trust this voice within. You're ready to be who you're destined to be. She's afraid of abandonment, so she's pushing me away, letting me go. You said a week or two ago she was letting me go first before I could, yeah. She's got it, yeah, baby, she's got it. You're her Venus. Bit confusing sometimes when you're a guy, and it confuses me. But anyway, it's like, if you're in the divine feminine energy, because eventually, right, because that's the song that's on, I'm not kidding. That's it. That song always comes on when it needs to, doesn't it? That song, Bananarama. But Venus is divine feminine energy, Mars is masculine energy, but in this case, it's like, what I'm getting from that is, it's like our energy will always be pulled back to you because of who you are to her. So it's like, when you keep doing that healing for yourself, it encourages her to do that healing for herself. So that, just use that as a driver to keep you moving forward. Because when you stay stuck, guess who else stays stuck? She stays stuck. And you're both fucking stuck. So don't. So keep moving forward. Right. And also, though, can I just say, don't, what was I going to say there? Don't look outside yourself too much to her, because she's afraid of abandonment. So she's pushing me. Where have you got fears of abandonment? Because I think any twin flame would be lying if they said that that's not there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just, it can be more healed in other people than others, but it's always present, I feel. So it's like, if you're recognizing that in her, recognize where it is in you. And again, the best way, like I said, I get bored of saying this, but it's just people that hear it. The best way to help heal that is by you living your best life, like you being the happiest that you can be, and not hanging around waiting for that. But again, like I always say, we know that that doesn't mean go and get on with other people, because you'll just push the union further and further away. Because that's really what I feel she's testing you about. I don't like saying that, but I do think sometimes it comes down to that. Is it's like someone is fussing you out. I don't have a fear. I have a hole in my heart all the times I've been abandoned. Right. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. You need to let me help you with that hole in your heart on a session. So I'm not going to keep fucking saying the same thing. That is the action that you need to take. You need to set a goal. I said this to you months ago. You need to set a goal and you need to stick to it. And exactly, I'm trying to stitch it to you. You're trying to stitch it yourself. Now, all the other people that chat on this live, literally all the other people that chat on this live, they did not stitch and heal that themselves. Everyone, literally everyone that chats tonight anyway. Well, wait a minute, not everyone, not Connor. But actually, I'm going to be speaking to you soon. But it's kind of like, do you know what I'm saying? But whether it be with me or any other people, it's like allow somebody else to support you with that healing of yourself, because you still need to heal yourself after it. But especially, and I know from what I say, I'll tell you that wording, I remember somebody saying that to me years ago. I get it quite a lot though, but years and years ago. And it was a physical session where I was healing somebody on the bed, you know, the healing table. And they described that. They felt like they had a hole in their heart, exactly like what you've said. And they did. They had a tear in their aura, and whatever I'd said, you know, because I was channeling it, was exactly what it was about. And it was quite an extensive, thorough soul retrieval that was needed, one that you can't do yourself. So, you know, that's why it's important. Again, I think that's why, where was that? I think that's why the cards came out earlier. It was either, it was in one of the shorts that I'd done about, it had something about seek professional, it's the one that said something about seek professional support or something like that, or expert advice is needed, and it's always my sign, that card, for, I'll shuffle and see if it comes out, that someone needs to book a healing session with me, because that's my sign for it. Or I always say, or whoever else you're getting guys to, and then it was another card that was about, so it's just a collective message that keeps coming out about people need to recognize when they need support of the expertise of people in those fields. I love you just came out. I was shuffling them for ages, and it was, so that is a message from your twin, and I want to be with you. So, but it doesn't always add up to look like that, does it? I fear that if you get too close, you will hurt me, right? I'm not I'm not feeling any more of those cards, but I love you, I want to be with you, but I fear if I get too close, you're going to hurt me. See how conflicting that is? So you two are just going to stay stuck in that if someone doesn't do that deeper healing. And it's you that needs to do the deeper healing. And you are doing a lot, but it's like you need to, that bit, that's the bit I'm feeling like it's like they're like, I can't spell it out any clearer. Right. Okay, so now I am going to, wait a minute, I think it's my card, because I don't think anyone else came after you. So let's see what I get. Let's see if I get some strong fucking messages like that be coming through. Right, so what do I need? Come together right now. Oh, I knew that was speaking to me about my look. Come together. We need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? Remember this happened the last time. The how is in the now. What has your intuition been trying to tell you? So, I mean, is this me? Am I separating myself from the one that I love and pushing them away? Or is this the person connected to me? Right, okay, so let's just remind ourselves what this is. Or there's a lot of distraction and fear in the world, and we give our attention to outside forces, we lose sight in our authentic power. You have the power to live in harmony and peace, but it depends on how you show up for others. Look in any, where you're resisting and judging, are you pushing against your fear, lashing out energetically? We live in a system that frags and pushes, blah, blah, blah. Don't fall into this trap. We need each other. Differences. Yeah, wait a minute. I've just reminded myself what it says, because everyone can just do what I said before. It's literally, oh, this is cringe. It's literally what I said about that wee film. And can I just say, like, if you remember, if you've seen that film, oh yes, I'll do your one. I've pulled my one now, so I'll do your one after, because I did say I was going to do mine after Nathan, and then you arrived after that. this is what I said about that wee film Elementals. There's a bit in that film where the girl is fire, but I saw it as that was the divine masculine. She's like, she basically, there's a bit where she's like, he says, like, he basically says, he said, I love you, doesn't he? He says, like, so that's, he feels more like the divine feminine energy because he's water and that's feelings. But he says, I love you. And there's got to be a coincidence here. There's not a coincidence with me just pulling that from that deck for Nathan. But I can't remember why she does that exactly. Well, she's scared. It's like the fucking cards I just pulled for yous. It is the same. I think those cards I just pulled for you and your twin are a lot of other people's twin flame situations as well. Because it's like he says, I love you. And you see the moment where it's like, she's like, and again, remember, this is a wee cartoon, but seriously, if you watch it, you'll get what I'm saying, right? And instead of saying, I love you back, she, oh my God, this is so funny because I've just realised how that actually sounds like a story I've said about when I was in that energy. That's really funny. Anyway, that is quite nuts, actually, what I'm saying here. But anyway, so that's a good example of I can recognise when I was in that energy, pushing actually, yeah, my tone away. And had I known how the rest of everything was going to go, I probably would have rewound back time and not. I'm only joking. I wouldn't. No regrets because it all happens the way it's meant to happen. But yeah, she's like, she says something quite nasty. Like she says something like, well, I don't love you and blah, 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 blah. You know, she just basically lashes out and then she goes off like a wee fireball somewhere. And it's just when I was watching, I was like, that is like what happens with Truth and Flames. Like somebody says something that they really don't mean, they lash out, and the other person knows that they don't mean it. But that's what forgiveness is about. You know, it'd just be like, if that was all the time, that would be toxic and it would be like a karmic thing. But I'm just keeping it real. That happens with Twin Flames too. It really does, because it just does. But to spoiler alert, but again, you can guess it's a nice wee end. Like when something's happening, you know, it's all about, there's a big flood in all this. So it's very Lemurian actually, but the water's coming and it's going to, you know, take away the fire land, right? And so basically he, after that happens and she runs away, he turns up like to help her. And she's like, I can't believe you turned up to help me when I pushed you away. And then he started, so basically, I mean, that's love, isn't it? That's unconditional love. It's like he didn't hold resentment to the painful words that she said to him because he knew that she was talking shite, you know what I mean? Or he knew that she didn't mean it and she was just lashing out of fear. So I'm pretty sure I'm channeling a lot of people. I'm certain I'm channeling a lot of people's twin flame situations, whether you're the person that's lashed out, you didn't mean it. Because I help people all the time. I've helped loads of people that have said to me, like, I don't know why I do that, but I do, like when I'm backed in, I lash out and I say all these horrible things. And I've helped people actually transcend and move past being that person. Or I'm still helping people that, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, anyway, that's the one that goes on about Mother Earth and everything. So yeah, come together, we need each other. So you can see that as in the wider sense of me being the, how, I can't even read that out. But it's too funny not to. Toy Boy Sunita's on. And it's my fucking cards, and my twin is younger than me, but I wouldn't really go as far to say Toy Boy. That's hilarious. But anyway, that might be significant to you as well. Your twin flame might be a bit younger than you, but it's not dramatic with me, guys. It's literally like a year. It's not even 2 years. It's a year and a half. So I think that's a bit dramatic, but I suppose it is a Toy Boy. But anyway, but basically, but yes, come together. We need each other. It's about, you know, that is my message to everyone: is let's stay close to people that feel at home and soul family. And the how is in the now. What's your intuition been trying to tell you? This is the same fucking message about do something. The how's in the new. Now, the number one question that keeps us in a holding pattern is how. How do I get to where I want to be? How do I know what path to take? How will it unfold? We want to know how things will work out when we take the leap. We overthink what I'm telling you, these are not my cards, right? That's all I'm going to say. We overthink, we worry about the unknown, which keeps us stuck. You've pulled this card because you've been stuck in the need to know trap, wanting to know how and when something will happen, when obscuring clarity, which is obscuring the clarity you seek. The how is in the now, meaning each step you take will reveal more of the path. when you take a step forward, the universe, it's just following on from what I said to Nathan, the universe does not respond to questions, but rather to action. What guided action can you take right now? Instead of asking how, change your focus and ask, what can I do right now? Then listen intently for the direction, because that'd be your higher self. You may get an inkling through an inner knowing. Whether you refer to it as a gut reaction, instinct, foresight, or a certain knownness, everyone has the gift of intuition. You're being called to pay close attention to the messages you've been receiving and learn how to work with this inner awareness. You'll know when you're being guided because you'll feel a presence of love and comfort. You will know what path is best for you by the way it feels energetically. Does it feel expansive, light, and joyful? Trust that. And it says, just like radio waves, loving guidance and new information from your higher self is constantly being broadcasted to you. And of course it is, because you and your twin flames, that song's still on, higher, see, everything means something. You and your twin flames, higher selves are constantly communicating telepathically. So there is literally a broadcast, like there is, oh my God, and there's a literal broadcast right now. But so there's always waves of like support and love and healing coming to you if you tune in. It's just a matter of learning how to tune into it. Intuition is your inner compass. Trust yourself and you'll be free. By trusting and honoring your intuition, you will step into more clarity, confidence, and joy. And the question to ask, of course, is this: what has my intuition been trying to tell me? Well, I'll keep out for where that applies to me, but the collective field is impacting you. Unseen force in action. What can you relinquish control of? How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? And what was the card for today for Divine Masculines? The blocks are lifted right now, but they might go down again. Whatever that means. Right, so what else have we got here? The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. And remember, this was my message and whoever's connected to me. So it's like, that's what I do as Divine Feminine. I make my life a moving prayer. And what do I say to people all the time? Pray. Pray your way through every situation. Pray. Be grateful. Be grateful when it's good. Be grateful when it's bad. Oh my God. And answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And I said that about Lemuria when I was saying that about that fucking film. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Okay, so there's some big energies happening right now. And remember, guys, these were my cards, and I know that I'm here to do this. And the song's just come on called Call Me. Let's just move on. Let's just fucking move on. That's hilarious. So that is jokes. Right, who's next? And I'm leaving. I just can't with the synchronicity. I just can't. It's just like, right, so. Oh my God, I'm quite far behind here with the comments. I need to take up a notch and actually let others help me. I will do better, Claire. No, but don't shame yourself for that, because that's not what it's about. It's about your awareness is really high, and I'm bringing something to your awareness because that has been a long time now. So family with hasn't it? It's been a long time, and it just feels like there's something in you that feels like you need to be perfect before you. Not perfect. I don't want to use words that you wouldn't say, but it's like, it feels like you might be making a bigger deal about connecting with me on a Zoom than it needs to be. Like, I deal with people when they're really not feeling too great. So it's important that you know that. And like I said, it's like, people can say, oh, it's, it's this and it's that, but you'll come up with every excuse under the sun and just look a little deeper at what that might be about. Thanks for telling me for months I've had low self-esteem. It's been a challenge. Yeah, but the growth that you've had is amazing. Like I said, like, I'm really, really proud of you. But more importantly, you should be proud of yourself, because it's crazy. Like, and I think that shows in the fact that you and your twin are meeting for drinks tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like at one point that was not happening. But think about how much stronger that could be after I've helped you literally on a Zoom, because this has just been over here. That's what I'm saying. You're a great poster child for how I can help people in the chat. So thank you for being so vulnerable and open, because you have helped a lot of other people by doing that. So still here, but haven't had the volume on. My last client is here now. Volume's on low. She has earbuds in. So I'm like, oh, I've done your card. So if you watch the replay, you'll find yours. Wait a minute. Did you say something else? Because I seem to have. Oh, right. That was chipping into what I said. And he tries to protect the blue flame. I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, were you not here when I said that earlier? That bit really reminded me of, like, I'm a Blu-ray twin flame. I'm a Blu-ray with violet twin flame. So it's you know what I mean? That really I found that a crazy synchronicity. And it's why I get attacked so much, because I bring that energy to the twins when I'm healing them. Right. Oh yes, that book that you've mentioned before. I think the principles of balance and masculine, feminine, God, spirit. Yeah. Reminds you, it's like violet flame sort of stuff too. It reminds you of. But that, were you here when I pulled the Anna Grandmother of Jesus card earlier? That's hilarious. That's the first book Claire channeled for me to read, and I hadn't even fucking read it myself. It's just a book that cracked me open and made so much more sense. Yeah. I'm good, just tired, only just about to get some dinner. Right, okay. And did you hear your cards earlier, Charlotte? Right, I'm busy and you can right, okay, user chat, right, okay, so, and let's see what we've got for you. Well, I didn't shuffle much there, but I've just been guided to gratitude is the life force of peace. What are you thankful for? So stopped on that. Pump up the jams, just come on. Pump up the jam. I can't remember how that goes. It's not like it's like a wee tune, but the video's funny. Right, what have we got for next? Oh my god, did you? I loved, but I knew that it must be meaningful for me to read that out, because it's, well, there you go. It came on for you. I'm grateful for the soul fam. Yes, well, we're grateful for you being here too. I'm grateful for sunshine. Well, be grateful for it, because we're not going to have much longer. Are you getting heat waves down there? It's quite, the weather keeps changing, but it said at one point it said it was going to be 20 degrees. And then it changed to a bit of rain in the morning. I still think it is going to be good. It'll be nice. That's nice. Well, outside anyway, mind you, but right. What is Nix's card? Oh my god. It's so funny when I do that. That is your card. Okay. They're like, that's the fucking card. So gratitude is the life force of peace. What are you thankful for? Were you here when I read that earlier? Or do you want me to read it again? Oh, you see, you're all in a similar place because you're all getting the same cards. This is the one I just pulled for Brianna. Deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? So I'm going to shuffle again. So well, it depends. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to read these two cards again? Or do you think you'll watch this again at some point and see when I read these out and you can just know that I'll pull you up. Basically, what I'm saying is, right, I can go, good, right? Because it's just a bit boring to read the same one again. So just, you know that I've pulled gratitude is the life force of peace. And on the bottom of the deck, deep inward journey, you'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? Because they're powerful messages. But I just think so these are your messages, but let's get one that I haven't heard. But if the same ones come out, that's the, and I'll just use a different deck. What is a new message that next needs on top of the ones that have come out? But I'm grateful for you giving us the same messages over and over again, because it does just hammer home the point. That's the message. The messages I'm getting it as to be brave and bold and jump to your highest timeline. And that's going to take people making a decision to follow their heart, whatever that is in your life. Oh my God. And this ties into what I said about some people are blocking their blessings and their unions from coming in, from holding resentment and pain towards other situations. And in some cases, it could be to the same person. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could feel for some twins, it might be you're harboring resentment and pain towards your twin, which means you're harboring it towards yourself, which means two things. Either you need to do some more healing, because it really depends on how much we're talking about there, how much is built up, and if you're really projecting it all at your twin. Or it could be with a literal conversation if you're at that point in the journey to clear things up about what is going on there. You know what I mean? And yet, like I've said before, when you try to fucking work that all out in your head before you've actually had the conversation with someone, there's that in the bottom too. I've pulled that for quite a few people. And the divine masculine collective, leader of light, where are you being called to serve and support others? Powerful cards coming out tonight. But you know what I mean? It's like, you're not going to get these answers until you have the actual conversation. Right, so 5. Weird weather yesterday, thunder and lightning. Ah. Oh, yeah, I don't think there was here. Yes, I've done your cards quite a while back, so you're very welcome. But what's what card? The last one that I said, or this one here. To receive, you must release. Oh, I don't think I'd actually read that. I think I just said, wait, I'm going to read it now. Patience. To receive, you must release. What can you let go of? And what do you want to receive? So that's why I'm just saying, wow, like this is your card, but this is for so many more people than. So listen up next, but listen up everyone, because everyone's cards I've done tonight, including my my own cards. Tomorrow begins today. I'm not shitting you. That's a bank advert. I just got led to tomorrow begins today. So this is about, if you keep putting things off till tomorrow, don't keep doing that for whoever that speaks to, because it will just keep continuing to be tomorrow, and it never fucking arrives. But yeah, what I'd said earlier was some people are blocking your blessings because you're holding on to pain from the past. So that's what I've said for everyone. To receive, you must release. It can be terrifying to let go of aspects of your life, but it's necessary for your optimal growth. Holding on will keep you stuck in a static, unfulfilling routine. How many times have I said stuck tonight, by the way? It may feel as if the world is crumbling around you and everything you've worked for is suddenly falling away. But what if this isn't actually the case at all? What if everything falling away is removing itself so then you can take hold? When we hold on to what wants to be released and we're resisting the natural flow of life, shifts are happening all around you. Think of it as a spring cleaning for your soul. The things that are falling away, let them. As you do, you open yourself up to more of what is aligned to the emerging you. The universe has a beautiful plan for you, but you must let go of what you think your life is supposed to look like so that you can welcome in the life that you're truly made for. The divine assignment is, as you step away from what no longer serves you, you're being asked to shatter illusions of separation, which is why you may feel as if so much is crumbling around you. Use this time to reflect and realign, go inward and really get clear about who you are, what you stand for, and what matters to you. When you're aligned with your truth, which is love, you've nothing to fear. Remind yourself things aren't falling apart. Everything is simply falling into place. And the question to ask is, what can I let go of? What do I want to receive? Right. And let's see if that Anna Jesus card comes out again. That'd be quite funny. And I just seen the birth in the new earth card out the corner of my eye. Wait a minute, I'll read what Nathan wrote in a minute because I'll get pulled into the intensity. Which I love, Nathan, but there's a time and a place because it will pull me out of this. Right, so what else on top of Nix's message? Whispers of oh wow, look at this. Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channels. So again, it feels like similar to what I said to Charlotte. It's like keep doing what you're doing and you'll be rewarded. And keep being grateful. It's like what I said. And there it is. There's that again. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So it's like, it is happening. I got that for me as well there. It's like, yeah, it's about being patient. It's about holding the vision, and it's about being grateful for the good, the bad, and the ugly in your own journey for the world. Well, quite deep shit. Do you know what I mean? Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, support. So again, what I really feel that about as well is it's the masculine. This is your inner masculine energy. It's about, and obviously you being the masculine, it's like taking aligned action. It's just what I've already said today. And divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. It's the support that is coming your way. With the divine plan, intelligence, destiny. Yeah, it's all just similar cards. It's all part of the divine plan. Right, okay, I'm running out of steam now, guys. Is there anyone else here? Thank you, grateful for you. You're very welcome. You're so appreciated, Claire. Thank you. Feeling the love. Right, okay, now I can read Nathan's and then I'll go. So, but yeah, if anyone's here and you haven't had the card yet, speak quickly or I'll just get off. Because you know what I've done? I've piled up the cards on the couch again and I can't stand when I do that because I got out of... At one point, I was not keeping cards in the living room, but since I've been doing this, that just isn't practical. Do you know what I mean? When I'm doing this during the day, that would be too much effort. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. But I don't want to have them all about the couch and that. I love you too. And at one point, I hated my twin. Oh my God. It took more than I had to let it all go completely. I'm not proud, but her leaving me so often left a sour taste to my heart. Yeah, I mean, obviously I can understand that and I can empathize. I'm not the best person. Well, that's not a very good advert for... I was going to say I'm not the best person to talk about. I am the best person to talk about that. But what I meant by that comment is I've never, you know, that word hate is like that I take it probably a bit more seriously than a lot of other people take. Like it's a strong word. So like I'm sure there's been a few nights when I've been drunk and I've probably anyway, what I'm saying is it's like words are powerful and yes, your twin flame can certainly bring up strong feelings in you. As I'm shuffling the twin flame cards. But yeah, they're teaching you lessons and helping you grow, and it all comes back to unconditional love. And by the time you get towards certain parts of it, you've just made peace with whatever's happened. You're at peace with yourself, and you're just kind of like, let's just let the cookie crumble where it may, and see what happens. And what do you want to add into that? Oh my God, a song just came on called Don't Make Me Wait, Bomb the Bass. I don't know what this song is, but don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. Isn't that funny? Don't make me wait any fucking longer than is needed. That's what I think. I'm not ready for commitment. Oh dear. Now is not the right time. Whoa! Oh my God, whose fucking twin is this? I'm not ready for commitment and now is not the right time. Is this an argument I'm channeling? Someone's like, don't make me wait. Another person's, I'm like, it's not the right time. I'm not ready for commitment. Oh my God. Fuck. What else? Just so that someone can identify if that's him. I think that's been all of us at some point. And if bad luck if it's still you right now. It might be you, you don't even fucking notice you. Oh Christ. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. That feels like it's speaking back to what you said. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that is funny. It's like between the TV and the cards that's having a conversation. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. You're so different than what I'm used to, but I like it. I see signs of you everywhere I go. You're very intimidating. That's the card that I threw away the other day. I pushed you away because I was scared. So somebody pushed their twin away because they perceived you to be too different, and you brought up scary feelings in them. And it always comes down to, again, it always comes back to what I said about abandonment issues. Oh yes, absolutely. What's wrong with her? Well, you don't need to tell me if it's private, but sending healing prayers Natalie's way. Do you want me to pull her a card? I don't know. Is she there? Is she listening to me? Oh no, she's not with you, because you're I feel, but I'll do it when I come off of here as well. I feel very much like that's me and my twin. Don't make me wait, and it's not the right time. David, that wasn't just you, trust me. I think that, like I said, I think that's fucking all of us. Like basically, yeah, like don't make me wait. I think it says it all. But in all seriousness, when we push the humour aside, that's like that for a reason. And everyone's got different reasons why it's the process. She had all the symptoms, oh my god, of appendicitis, but not the flare-ups. So we've trying a lactose diet, her stomach has been hurt. Oh no, right, okay, no, I'll absolutely do that when I come off of this. And when I'll dedicate what we've been doing here tonight to send her that healing. That's terrible. I'm going through a lot. So, and that's what I just said, like some of you are in separation because it's just not the right time. So you see, that is not the right time. People have got their reasons for why it's not the right time. But it doesn't mean they don't miss you. I miss holding you. And I've been learning a lot about spirituality. They couldn't find anything in the ultrasound. So now this is very interesting. Yeah, this is like sounding very similar to what I've been helping some adults with. Yeah, I'll definitely. Is that just turned off? Oh, what the fuck just happened there? That's weird, by the way. I never touched the remote, and it was like dead air for a minute. You're so beautiful. Right, I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? I'm so scared to change. Right, okay, it's just the same shit coming up. Right, so it gets a bit like this on this. It's the same shit, different day. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get going now. So I hope that the personal messages helped you. It seemed like it did. And like I said, that will help the other people that are nebbing in that's going to make sense to as well. And I'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock-ish UK time, roughly. And yeah, it'll either just be my hands again if I can't be bothered. I don't know. I'll just see how I'm feeling. And if you need to book a session, for fuck's sake, book a session. Whether it's with me or anybody else you feel guided to, but don't try and do it all by yourself. Because we're in Libra season, and Libra season is about balance. And it's important for you to recognise that when you're doing everything all by yourself and when you need support from others. Okay. Peace out. Love yous. See you later. All that jazz. And yes, I'll do that now when I get off of here, Brianna.